wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake,
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here been the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank, coming with a dank. Skirling in a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
yeah. I'm okay.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live on WoodSports.com.
What up,
I'm your
though?
boy Eazy, joined my guy Spimo Rax.
How y'all doing?
Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, a.k.a. Detroit Mario. Which we're... Pause, because what we were talking about before the show. We're on your ass today, Nick.
Rebranded on Twitter officially.
You did it?
On X, Detroit Mario.
Okay.
Check me out. I had to recreate a Twitter a while ago, so
when'd you do it?
honestly, I'm trying to get it up. I think this morning or last night.
Right.
I was
checking. I think I checked last night.
It was a tough one after what occurred with the Red Wings.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, well, we're going to talk about that, too.
I had a good night.
Oh, yeah.
You did. Real quick before you get to good night. Just because we were laughing before the show. Prize, we chill, we relax, we have a good time.
We
maybe
have the
knock a
best
few back.
commercial breaks.
But we were just talking about like some of like our most cancelable moments. As the heavyweights. And I just know, obviously, love you guys who watch us every day. You're the best. We wouldn't be here without you guys. I want to know who your guys is, because we have our perception of it.
Yeah, what do you guys think is the most cancelable stuff that we've done on air? We talked about when I was talking about fighting Brittany Griner. And
Don't bring that one.
That was one of them. Another one.
The nominees are
that I would do.
Adam Rink.
Yes.
Brittany Griner.
The Adam Rink.
WNBA player.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, the rookie of the year one for the WNBA.
Dude, one day
What
we
was
literally.
the stud Danny Granger? Or
Oh yeah. The one day we literally took. I think it was like the whole rest of the show. I think actually no, it started in the beginning of the show. We asked like what
porn
movie
names.
titles,
Yeah.
porn names for like regular movie titles,
Yeah.
and we did it the entire show.
the whole show.
We talked about what would you name an NBA, WNBA expansion franchise.
Yeah.
That got wild.
That got wild for sure.
But I'm curious of the audience, especially
Oh,
you that
Jay-
rock with us every day.
JB in the chat.
JB says cousin versus cousin. Yeah.
That is actually crazy.
JB out of left field.
That's a
And
loophole.
we answered
that's
those
great.
on air.
That's a
That-
loophole, man.
That was honestly iconic. But I just want to go on record and say.
Do you remember JB's answer, real quick?
JB was
JB
his
was
cousin.
His cousin.
Yeah.
The two
Because
black
I
guys
remember
were
the
our
black
cousins.
guys were
Yeah.
their cousins and the white guys were a cousin.
We also
Yeah.
make tons of race jokes.
Yes.
That's a big thing too. What were you about to say though, Chris? I apologize.
I was just gonna say, I just want to put this out there that this is a terrible idea because all this does is allow everybody to remember all of the most terrible moments.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know, if we get canceled, we get canceled. You know,
Yeah.
Relax. I'm just don't
cancel easy. Do it.
Don't cancel me.
This
Who do you
guy
think is
said,
more- Yeah, probably me.
You can only allow yourself to get canceled.
yeah.
That's very true, but we've gone pretty far. Yeah, I do apologize for anyone that was offended by those things. I obviously didn't mean them
Don't be soft.
in a like.
The Adam Rank one is.
Yeah, I don't understand why that one was taken. Like you, it's obviously I'm joking.
Yeah, I know. You shouldn't joke.
But that's just the ultimate way to like emasculate a man.
Yes.
So it's just, I thought it was a bar.
Not a bar.
You know how I know it was a bar? When I said it. That's how you know you fucked somebody up if you did it.
Literally.
So don't do that though. For real, it's not cancel bar. All right, you had fun last night. Did you get canceled? Did you do
did.
anything cancelable last night?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
I mean, maybe.
That is a good night.
You call it adultery. No, but
What? The
yeah. Shout out, Mike. It was his birthday, so happy birthday.
Shout out.
Which is cancelable. We call him Schwitz.
Oh,
It's his nickname is Auschwitz because one time he got. He's already like a really tall, really skinny guy, and one time he got strep throat and mono at the same time, and
so how do you get Schwitz out of that?
because he like lost like 20 pounds and he like looked like a survivor of Auschwitz.
I wish you didn't tell the story.
And
now,
he's
to be
like,
honest with
he
you.
looked like he was dead. Like, this is my neighbor. This is one of my best friends, probably my best friend.
Oh,
And,
that was the one that was your neighbor? He
Yeah,
moved out?
yeah.
So he's downtown Detroit now?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so he like lost like 20, 30 pounds, and he was nothing but skin and bones. And I'll go, because his brother lived there too, and he's also one of my best friends. And so I go over there and be like, Adam, you want to, go play basketball or something? And he didn't leave the couch for like a week. And you could just feel the death like emitting from him. Like, he was on death's door, man. It was tough.
So
So we called him Schwitz.
because he moved out now.
Yeah, he lives with his girlfriend downtown.
Do you still go in his pool?
Yeah, my other neighbor still lives there.
Oh, his brother still
Yeah,
there?
his brother
Oh,
still lives there. Yeah.
I was wondering, like, because I've been that way too with like a family next door that like I'm so tight with them my entire life that like I'm just tight with the family at this point, like another like member. Mm-hmm. And it's like if they weren't there, I would still go over there sometimes, just fucking like
Chill.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but like obviously not all the time. That'd be kind of weird, but I could if I wanted to. Put it that way.
That's fair.
What?
Oh,
I thought you were gonna say something.
But it was his birthday.
I have a neighbor like
Yesterday
that,
was his dirty 30. His parents were in town from Florida. We were at PJ's Logger House.
How was the crowd there, Spenmo? Because I've been there
Good crowd.
once for a show, and it was fun.
It was a good crowd, man. It's a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Yeah, his brother, my other friend Adam, he's got a band. It's Animal Box. They performed.
Check it
And
out.
Check it out. They did a great set. It was awesome. It was a lot of fun. Yeah, and I was raising up a couple MILFs at the bar, and their husbands
Bro,
were
all
like
day.
behind me.
Gotta be.
Like I was posted up, like I had
You should
shorts
stop
on,
broadcasting that.
leg posted up, MILF right here, hand on the bar talking to them, and their husbands were like standing behind us like this. And then when they left, like the husbands went to the show to go like watch the next band, I got one of their numbers.
Maybe you were just so
king
drunk
of
and you
No.
you weren't raising them up.
My
the way
boy
you
Ron
thought you
Ron,
were.
my boy Ron Ron was like, bro, you were spitting game.
Husbands were like, look at these fucking look
Yeah.
at these cousins.
There's two. Gloria was one of their names. And
Stop doing this, bro. So one of his boys are watching this.
you know, there's a
They're
bunch
gonna
of
send that
Glorias.
to him.
He saw it. He saw it happen. There's nothing sending it to him.
again, maybe at
He
the time-
experienced it firsthand. Like,
Maybe he thought nothing of it at the time.
I mean, we were just talking. Nothing really happened.
Well, you
King
said
of
something happened.
slams.
This is, you know.
Unless you count adultery.
this is-
I'm sorry, I'm digging them deeper.
Yeah, it was a good night. They were both giving me the eyes.
You're
I
just-
want
bro,
you to.
You were just
Fuck me in the
cross-eyed and
bathroom eyes.
double faced.
No, bro, I'm telling you, if Ron Ron was here, he would attest to it. They were feeling Spenny. I was feeling them. They were both hot.
My uncle does that, by the way, too. Like once he knocks you back, he's like, yeah, she wants me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, Uncle Fred, she's a waitress at a
Yeah,
strip club.
that's what she does.
Yeah,
That's her literal job
We're
is
at a
to be
strip
nice
club
to
right
you.
now, bro. Yeah, come, relax.
It was a good time, man. It was a good time. Had a lot of fun. So shout out, happy birthday, Mike, and great show by Animal Box. And shout out to PJ's Logger House. They've done a couple shows there. It's always a good time.
Yeah.
I walk in and it's like a $15 cover for when bands are playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with Animal Box, and they normally let me in. And this time I told the guy, it's a different guy.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the door. I was like, I'm with Animal Box. He's like, you're in the band? I was like, yeah.
Got the hair.
Yeah, I just kept going.
The cool thing is like you probably could walk through that door and just hit like different phrases every time because like band names are just so
Yeah.
fucking left field.
Yeah, I'm with
I'm with Russian vagina.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with Gear Shift.
Yeah. I'm with the Cat Gangbang. You ever heard of us?
Away fan says, Spenny, that's a dangerous game. Don't be a home wrecker.
Yeah.
I mean,
just don't broadcast.
I don't,
it
you know,
like that.
like I said,
You
nothing
literally
happened.
gave her a shout out.
Nothing
That
happened.
was wild. as
Nothing
fuck, bro.
happened, man. We were just talking.
Yeah, he's looking right at me. Can I easily identify my face? Shout out Gloria.
We were just talking, man. Nothing happened. Nothing happened yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow,
It was a good time. It was a good night.
Well,
Had a lot
speaking
fun.
of partying and having good times,
feeding them French fries.
I have a question about this because maybe I'm just getting older because I do get angry at clouds type
Yeah,
vibe.
old man yells at cloud.
Yeah, I feel like this might be it. Travis Kelce went back and finally graduated at Cincinnati, and this is how he received the diploma. Do you have that video, Chris?
Yes, I do.
It didn't make me mad.
Yeah, how could that make you mad?
It didn't
That
make me
was
mad,
awesome.
but the thing I asked is like, are other students allowed to do this? 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah?
Yeah.
You can do that when you graduate?
Yeah, you can
Did
do whatever
it?
you want. I did 3 to the dome, Mellow, when I was walking across the stage.
Wow, that's cringy.
They put you up on the big screen. You can do like, you obviously won't get that much time as Travis Kelce did, but if
Yeah.
I had a beer in my pocket, I could have chugged it. Yeah.
Yeah. I just remember, so maybe I'm just thinking of some immature high school shit, but like little frivolous, little tiny things that we did in high school. They were like threatening to take, they took
Dude,
away some of our diplomas.
Nobody gives a shit about college. They don't care. You can do whatever you want. Like when I was walking the stage, I got my diploma. I could have chugged a beer for sure, and they wouldn't. They probably would have just been like, keep it moving because it was the Com Arts Science graduation. So it's like,
Lots of people.
10,000 kids that I have to walk the stage.
Was
But
it like that when you
Wait,
graduated? People doing shit like that?
Did we graduate the same year or not?
mine
Same
was
semester?
spring 2019.
Yeah, so is mine. So I
Yeah.
wonder if we were
At
because it
Breslin?
was the whole
It was the same day,
Com
yeah.
Arts, right?
Yeah.
So we would have been there. Wow,
Yeah.
small world.
Wait, you guys did graduate the same year?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same year.
Com
so
science too?
He
we
lived
would've
like
actually walked at the same time.
2 blocks down from me one year.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you go for com science as well?
Well, I went broadcast journalism, which is under
Yeah,
Com
it's
Science.
ComArt Science
you guys-
is the school.
yeah.
Would you guys graduate the same day then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Oh,
walked
wow,
the stage
that's
the same
crazy.
day.
So neither of you did.
Because
So,
mine was sports
so
journalism
this
and
wasn't that
broadcasting.
fucking memorable for
Yeah.
Chris. Huh? What'd you do, Chris? Probably nothing.
I just
Yeah.
a little, a little way.
Chris, yeah, he's got those weird ass fingers.
Chris
looked
walking
at the
the
camera,
stage.
My mom.
No, I was busy. I was busy cooking that time. There was a girl that I graduated with that was also in Com Arts, and so I was cooking the whole night. I was locked
Oh,
in.
What would you do?
really?
You didn't do a celly? You didn't have a celly when you got your degree?
No, I honestly just did a hand up wave to a family because I knew where they were at.
You
That's
fucking-
it.
Like,
You pray to God.
Probably do LeBron the silencer.
I did a little broad chalk. Just,
Hey, honestly, that'd be dope.
Yeah.
I gotta say, for those Cincinnati other grads, that is pretty cool of a story to tell.
Yeah.
Travis
Yeah, for
Kelsey
sure. graduated
graduated with you. Saw him put down a beer. That part's sick.
Obama spoke at my brother's graduation.
That's dope.
It was when he graduated from
Do you
Michigan.
remember what he said? Was it like? Did he? 'Cause he's a great speaker.
He was a great.
Say
speaker.
what you same way we say what you want about Donald Trump. He's funny.
He's funny.
no,
Entertaining.
Obama's
I'll say
speaking-
entertaining.
Speaking was A1.
But yeah,
Obama was
Barack,
a fantastic public speaker.
Speaking was in his bag.
Yeah.
And but yeah, he did a great
And
job.
he even
there was
and to still get the credit as a great speaker, you're killing it.
we need some diversity in the pussy department.
Yo, bro, that's one of the best key
That
appeals ever.
shit's so-
They're
Oh, I
rolling the
didn't-
paper and
We
he
need
put the weed in it.
thick punk rock babes. Some
Emo jock.
emo jock babes.
Some bodacious.
It's important to have diversification in the pussy department.
All right.
That shit's so never sleep on Barry O.
Intercept.
Intercepted. That shit's so funny, dude.
Got it.
But yeah, there was Apache helicopters circling the big house and snipers lined up on the top of it
Oh shit.
for when Obama was there. I was thinking
actually
about
crazy.
bringing a laser pointer.
Oh, I meant to bring this up.
Laser
They
pointer,
would've-
shining the laser pointer.
They
out.
would have
Would've been
popped
so
you.
stupid.
I would have got headshotted.
Oh my god.
Little
Headshot.
fucking kid laser pointer.
You got a big ass head too,
Yeah.
bro. It'd have been easy to spot.
Oh yeah, they would have cracked my shit. Pause.
Oh.
No Diddy.
Hey, real quick, a couple things because we're talking about it, the close of the show. But UFC 300, I shout out to my guy Cody Brundridge fighting this weekend. He's supposed to be on the show. I was gonna ask him today, but I felt it's kind of rude to him. He just finished weight cuts this morning, dropping to 186 to fight Bo Nickel on the main card, the first fight of that one, and then Jamal Hill, Speakeasy vet, heavyweight vet,
Yeah.
also fighting the main event. It's kind of crazy actually. I remember meeting that guy in Grand Rapids. But regardless, they're changing the gloves in June, I think it is. Did you see that?
Yeah.
So at first, well, I guess one cool thing to say about it is they did it on purpose to kind of tell a story with them. If I didn't send them, that's my bad.
No,
Chris.
no, you did. I just didn't know if you wanted to talk
Yeah,
about
thumb
it
up.
later. Okay.
We'll go to break. Well, I guess we could talk about it later. But so the way you look at it, you're like, okay, cool. There's gloves for each thing. I guess the reasoning behind it is kind of tell a story because you know how it's actually Jamal Hill who's fighting this weekend on the
So
main
does the
event.
champion wear the gold gloves?
Yes,
That's dope.
Or just
that's
at least
fine.
the championship fight. So I think both fighters may.
Okay.
But I think it should be just champion.
It should
I agree
just
with
be
you.
the champion.
Yeah.
Black and gold.
Is that a
befitting of
competitive
champion?
advantage if you see it better?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
It's brighter color. Either way, it's there to tell a story. So if you're in the tough house, you obviously you see your pictures, you fight along the way. You're in your tough gloves, then you're your Danny White Contender Series gloves,
Yeah.
and obviously champion in the gold.
That's sweet.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Did you see the AI statue
Of who?
unveiling?
Of Allen
Allen
Iverson.
Iverson
I
statue?
didn't see the
That
video.
was
Bro,
clown.
do you have the video,
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah,
Dude,
I
this
threw it
shit
in.
is so embarrassing, bro. Philly should be ashamed of
Look at
themselves.
this.
Is there sound?
No.
Oh,
there's
okay.
not.
Look at that. Dude,
Oh my.
Dude,
it's tiny, bro.
Oh no.
Look at it. He puts his hand
he's
on his
taller
head.
than his statue.
He's bigger than the statue.
He palms the head.
no.
He's like, "What the hell?"
How embarrassing for Philadelphia. Philly fans already suck, but now your ownership sucks. That is
Disrespectful.
disrespectful to a legend, dude.
Maybe they just don't give a fuck about AI. I mean,
They
he
can't- they
didn't win a
can't fuck about
championship.
AI.
They
did.
they love AI.
He single-handedly got them to the finals, though.
He did. And then he fucking memed up fucking
Tyronn Lue.
Yeah.
Goated. One of the best
Nasty.
one of the best pictures of all time in
For
sports.
sure.
I have that in my room.
Yeah.
That picture.
So,
All right.
they show some respect, man. Yeah, he's a legend. He brought culture to the NBA.
Let's go to break. We have Dose of Dion joining us too at 5:30, but before that, we gotta relive the Red Wings game last night.
We do. We gotta, yeah. Can we just talk about MILFs?
Nah.
All right.
You talk about Planet Fitness.
Let me tell you about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where anyone, and we mean anyone, can feel comfortable and work on their fitness goals. At Planet Fitness, you'll experience a squeaky clean gym that has tons of equipment, a full body workout in 30 minutes, and all memberships include fitness training. You get all that for just $10 a month, no commitment. No matter where you are, there's Planet Fitness close by. More than 50 in Metro Detroit and thousands more throughout the world. Planet Fitness, where your fitness is essential.
Love Woodward Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids, all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Feel alive during Feldman Chevrolet's biggest New Year's sales event ever. Get the best prices on our huge selection of award-winning Chevrolets. Like this 2024 Equinox for $188 per month. Or this 2024 Silverado for $268 per month. It's the New Year's sales event going on now at Feldman Chevrolet, Michigan's #1 Chevy dealer.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Are you tired of the same old merch? Head on over to woodwardsports.com.
Make it a
Click the
merch,
shop
make
tab
it a
today.
merch.
Get yourself some brand new merch. They got everything you need.
Make it a merch. Make it a merch. Make it
Guaranteed to turn heads. Head on over to woodwardsports.com.
What up, though? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights live on woodwardsports.com. I'm your boy Eazy, joined my guy Spimo Rex.
What up, though?
Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, a.k.a. Detroit Mario, officially on X. Make sure you guys give him a follow. Hit the like button if you haven't already. It means the world to us. We got to relive last night's game. And real quick, if I may, I gave my uncle a little shout out. I want to shout out my grandmother, who I sometimes as you get older, guys, I'm older than all you guys in this room.
You old
Clearly. You do things that you made fun of like your grandparents or parents for. Last night when the Wings went down 5-3,
You left the room?
I turned the fucking game off and screamed.
No.
I was pissed. I did. And then they fucking came back.
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't even enjoy it because I was still so mad from when they were down. Like it wasn't like real to me. And then I'm like, okay, I get over. I'm ready to watch overtime. The main thing, I just want to relate to my grandma from turn it off. That's what she used to do. I used to like wonder why is my grandma going psycho, and she turned the game off. We're all watching it, and be like, Grandma.
Yeah.
Everyone else was watching that
Come
too,
on,
though.
Grandma.
Yeah. But either way, I missed the overtime because while I left the room, that started, and then obviously they lost.
I mean, overtime, there wasn't much to see. I don't even think the Red Wings had the puck for more than like 10 seconds in overtime. But
They did have one good shot, though.
it was, Larkin
could've put that
Larkin
one in.
had a chance.
Yeah.
a lot of guys had a lot of chances.
Larkin had a chance to win it, though, in overtime.
You can't slip on that shot. Honestly, you're the captain of this team. We need this win more than anything. You're Dylan effing Larkin. You need to bury that one. He did not get that puck up high enough.
Yeah. It's
Benmo,
tough.
first thoughts on the game?
I mean, fucking sucks. Now they have like a 18% chance or 14% chance or something like that to
That's
make
still
the
higher
playoffs.
than I thought.
I mean,
It was 10 when we were looking at the thing yesterday.
Easy. Everyone lost last night. That
Yeah,
was the
everybody
thing.
lost.
Everybody
Yeah.
lost that we needed to. Like, it's crazy to say, but we still are not out of it.
they're not out
To
of
be
it.
100%.
Lucas Raymond is a god amongst men. Lucas Raymond is the best player on this team this year. Oh, hell yeah! He's been the best player on this team all year. And obviously the Hattie last night was impressive. And that's off to Lucas Raymond. No pun intended, but
Was that his first Hattie?
no, I don't think so.
I think it was the second, right?
Yeah, kid's been balling though, man. He's earned himself a contract. He's only 21 years old, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna lock him up they're gonna sign him to an 8-year, 9-year contract. Lucas Raymond's gonna be a Red Wing for a long time.
Is so sick to see because I remember again, I'm fairly new to hockey, but I remember the hype around him playing right away as a rookie, and knowing like that doesn't happen with rookies in hockey. Typically, we were just that bad. But me having
kind of got forced because Fabry got hurt.
Yeah, and they signed somebody else too.
No, he started the year.
They kind of got forced
in training camp.
In training camp because Zadina got hurt.
Was that it?
Yeah, they kind of.
Didn't we have some other guy too though? Some older dude.
We had a bunch of old, horrible
like
dudes.
Franz Nielsen or somebody.
Regardless, though, my expectations of him were extremely high at that point. So I've always kind of like saw him through that lens, and when I spoke of him, whether highly or like disappointingly, it was like with the expectations of a guy who he's become, essentially. But I was always kind of told to relax. He's good, but kind of like forced into the situation, like forced to like have this type of hype. But like he's like living up to it this back half of the season, or actually.
We're seeing like the birth of a superstar. Like he's playing at that level. He went out there and in a game with Dylan Larkin, with Patrick Kane, with Evgeny Malkin, with Sidney Crosby, Lucas Raymond was the best player on the ice. And it was it was awesome, man. In a game with multiple Hall of Famers in it. Probably 4 Hall of Famers on the ice last night if you count Letang. He was the best player on the ice. And it was awesome to watch, man. I love to see that. I love to see him go out there and take that step. He reworked his body. He came in with putting on more muscle, putting on some weight. He's not afraid of the physical play anymore. And we saw him go out there and make some things happen.
Now, I want to pose this question because this is a segment we did, Spencer, about a year ago, maybe a year and a half ago. It was very early in the heavyweight days, ranking the young superstars in Detroit. Now, kind of revisiting that. I mean, who are you putting ahead of Lucas Raymond across all Detroit sports as young superstars?
Nobody.
That's funny because
other than Lions, like other than
Sewell,
Amon-Ra, St. Brown, and Penny Sewell, I'm putting him over Cade Cunningham. I'm putting him over
Mo?
over Riley Green.
Yeah, I'm putting him over Mo right now.
I'm putting
honestly.
him over Mo Sider right now. As I think Mo will be better eventually, but I think Lucas Raymond is blossoming into a star right now, right in front of our eyes.
Look at it as stock. Like you got to invest the stock in like one of these guys being like him.
Yeah, I would put my stock in Mo still if I had to invest his stock because I see Mo Sider being a multiple Norris Trophy guy.
I remember Riley Green used to be part of that conversation.
You taking Raymond over Sider?
I'm taking Raymond. I think he can be multiple, like 90-point season. Yeah, like I honestly think he's gonna be like multiple for like 5-year, 6-year run, like 90s, like at least.
I mean, he's
21.
He could score 40 goals next year. Like I wouldn't be surprised if he went off and popped off for 40 next year.
I wonder what his numbers would look like if he was with Dylan Larkin this entire season.
If he stayed on that first line, he would be like 35 goals.
Flirting with 75, 80 points right now probably. Like,
for sure.
As a 21-year-old, like that's insane. And to get him at 4th in that draft with Stutzel, Lafayette or whatever it was, like he was supposed to be hot shit. He went number 1, but luckily we got Lafayette. Yeah, we got Raymond at 4. So shout out Stevie for that. But when it comes to this game, fellas, like did this one break you? Or you guys think we can go out there and win the next 3?
No, we're not going to. We're playing Toronto and then
the Canadians twice.
Yeah, and then the Canadians twice.
Those are winnable.
Yeah, but
you need the other teams to lose too, though. That's the thing.
They have tough matchups as well. I think Pittsburgh goes to
Pittsburgh's
are
the hardest. I'm pretty sure they play each other too.
Pittsburgh plays Boston. I'm pretty sure the Capitals play Boston as well. And so it's not over. It's definitely not over, but you can't lose any more games. Like getting the 1 point was nice, but 2 points would have been a lot nicer. So
Pittsburgh plays the Bruins, the Predators, and the Islanders.
Predators are tough as well, dude. That's 2 losses, honestly, in my mind. At least 1. And if we win out, we have the upper hand. I honestly think that this team can win out. Maybe I'm crazy, and I'm buying into this hype. And for some reason, I just keep getting sucked into it. But last night, when they were down 5-3, I'm like, my buddy just kept saying it. Wow, their season's finally over. And every time he said it, we would score. And I was like, dude, just come on, keep pumping it.
Keep saying it.
You know?
I should have kept the game off.
I
thought about it. I was like, am I supposed to turn the game off right now?
Jeff effing Petrie coming through in the 3rd period.
Yeah.
First time all season we've had one positive thing to say about him. Mm-hmm. Like coming through with the clapper. Like, yeah, I don't know why. I just don't want to give up on this team like at all. But
it was just fun.
It's hard to give up on them because we're in the same boat as everybody we're fighting with. All the teams this is what Bettman wanted. This is Bettman hockey. He wanted this kind of race for that last wild card spot. and you're on the same level. Like, you're not better or worse than the Penguins or the Flyers or the Islanders or the Capitals. We're all 500 teams. So it's anybody's game for sure. And if there's hope there, if they're still alive, there's always a chance. So you can't count them out. But
wanted to ask you guys, I mean, the whole season we've been relying on Alex Lyon, but can you put him out there in Toronto after just giving up 6 goddamn goals to Pittsburgh?
You have to.
You have to.
You don't try to switch something up with Reimer? Honestly, the way Lyon's looking right now,
with the playoffs,
Lyon had like
right
5 goals in like, I swear it was like 15, 16 shots. It was ridiculous. I know they were great scoring chances, but it's like, you gotta give me something here, Alex.
Well, Pittsburgh's a good. I mean, like, they have good guys. Like, it's. I get it, right?
I'm not
but
saying
like,
they're bad.
Yeah. But like, I can't. No fucking. I'm sorry.
You got to ride it with Lyon.
There's no way.
Even Lyon playing like that, I think he's a better chance. He's got a better chance to win than Reimer. I mean, we'll see. Maybe Husso's back. I don't know. But shout out to Devin the dog, our guy Dev in the Woodward Sports chat. He said, "Hey guys, from the publicity I got for you guys, I want to invite you to my first pop-up and be featured at Fahrenheit 313. Come through, and Spencer, you still owe me a shot from opening day. Appreciate y'all." And he said it starts on April 22nd. We'll definitely come through and support, man.
Shout out.
We'll a weekend, one of the weekend days or something, we'll come through and support. That's awesome, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And Burn in the Woodward Sports chat says, winning out of 9 points gets us in. 7 points gives us a good chance. Oh, winning out, 9 points gets us in. 7 points gives us a good chance. Even 5 points is a shot.
We only have 3 more games, so 6 points is the max here.
Yeah.
But I totally get it. Like, just take down a point for each win on that, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, if we win out, I think we're in. That's where I'm at with
we
it.
Need hope.
If you win in Toronto, I think everybody immediately hops right back on the bus because that game is at home before you travel to Montreal to close it out.
Yeah.
Fair. That's fair. Yesterday, I thought they'd lose. I said that on the show. Them coming back and tying it up and going overtime, obviously, I could see people being happy about it. I didn't get to see it, so maybe I'm just not sharing that same joy as you because I didn't watch it because I got pissed off and turned it off. But I guess, they're alive. I guess I'll apologize for saying they're done. They're still in this thing.
Shout out to Mike Hilton for re-upping his Woodward crew. He says, let's go heavyweights. All love to you and the chat. All love Mike Hilton.
Hey, big away fan in the chat. No, Reimer should start. Give Lyon a break.
I could see a break.
I wouldn't.
But right now, you have to go hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Like,
we have to win out.
They put Reimer out there. I'm not mad at it. If they put Lyon out there, I'm not mad at it either.
We got to win out. That's
got to win out for sure.
Him needing a break definitely makes sense, and I feel like even a mental break at that point too, because like it's been this fucking shuffle of these 3 teams for the past like 2 weeks, maybe even longer. But let's go to break. When we get back, hopefully we'll be joined by Dose of Dion, talking some Detroit Lions. But before that, Spinny, where do you get your haircut?
Lady Jane's, of course, because awesome is when a guy can be a guy and get an amazing haircut. That's Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men. Stop in, sit back, and relax, and let one of Lady Jane's talented stylists make you look and feel great. Walk in anytime, 7 days a week. It's Lady Jane's. It's wicked awesome.
Congratulations to the real Coach of the Year, Motor City Dan Campbell.
Just put your head down and go to work. It's about to be fun, man. It's about to be fun.
Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Since 1996, Feldman Automotive has been driven to provide a fast, convenient, and first-class car buying experience called the Feldman Advantage. With 18 locations, there's a Feldman dealership in your backyard. Visit feldmanauto.com to find the location nearest you. Catch Woodward Sports Network live from Feldman Chevrolet of Novi every other Monday. Feldman Chevrolet, Detroit's #1 Chevy dealer.
What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. I'm Eazy, Spinmo Rax,
What up, though?
Young Chris, Nicholas Kohloff, and of course, the legendary pioneer of Detroit Lions YouTube, one of the pioneers of Detroit Lions YouTube, Dose of Dion. What up, though, man?
Hey, how we doing? Hey, first off, can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hey, man, look, that's what I'm looking forward to. I appreciate you having me. I'm looking forward to at some point my mic unplugging. Easy, I'm sure you're prepared for that as well, man. It's good to be back. How y'all doing?
Good, man. How you been?
Man, I'm good. I'm good. It's that time where, I mean, with the draft just around the corner, like, you kind of don't need sleep a little bit. Like, when you texted me and you said 14 days, I was like, dang, should I go to bed right now? Or no, I should keep watching some players, bro. So I went to bed like 4 a.m. last night just watching players. Just hyped up, man. I'm hyped up.
It's amazing that it's right around the corner. They're still doing the top 30 visits, and I just want to get right into it. What do you make of them meeting with Terrion Arnold? Obviously, we know Brad loves his Alabama players. We know Brad loves his cornerbacks. He's a self-proclaimed, defensive back guru. So what do you think of them meeting with Terrion Arnold, the guy that if they really want, they'd probably have to trade up to get?
Yeah, you could ask Eazy this question and how he would value Terrion Arnold or Jared Verse. I think that's an interesting conversation. But for me, man, Terrion Arnold, I think he's the best cornerback in this year's draft at this point from what I've seen. So if you landed him, regardless of how you do it, I think that's amazing. I do believe that cornerback would be the position that could impact this defense the most. Like, if you told me the Lions added a cornerback, I think that could have the biggest impact on just taking this defense to the next level this upcoming season with Carlton Davis. But yeah, to me, Terrion Arnold's the best cornerback. And that doesn't mean he's the most polished or cleanest cornerback, but coverage skills, the way that he moves, the ball skills, he checks so many boxes for me, and also the run support, which the Lions love. For a guy that's only 21 years old, I would absolutely be willing to trade up for Terrion Arnold. That's what I would say.
Now, we're talking about cornerbacks. You texted me yesterday about a cornerback they actually met with, meaning they actually have interest in this guy. We're not speculating it. It is actually, they met with Terrion Arnold, too.
Yeah,
Andrew Phillips. What's your takeaway?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I sent you the comps because, like, to me, it was Clark Phillips came to mind immediately after last season, but then I also sent you Amik Robertson. For me, my comps always come back to Lions players just because I know Lions, but I can't comp other teams. It's a disaster. But no, honestly, my takeaway was this would make sense. Like, if you told me that the Lions liked a guy like Andrew Phillips, I'd be like, absolutely, that's understandable. It makes a ton of sense that they would want a guy like that. And it was, again, it starts back with the run support. It's the fire that he plays with as a defender. But it's also the aspect of, I thought, in that defense with Kentucky, he did so much slot work, but he did play wide a little bit, and he has the size to do that. He has the speed as well. It's fine. But it was mainly the fact that where I think he could be best, which is more man coverage heavy, especially as a press corner, I didn't think he did that much at Kentucky. So, like, the optimism to me is more so like, hey, what's still in there? Because I don't think we've seen what's really there with Phillips. If you look at his production, it's not there. If you look at the completion percentage a lot, it's like 67% this last year. The numbers don't represent drafting Andrew Phillips whatsoever for a corner. However, when you watch the way that he plays the game and you see, like, okay, I think his upside actually could check more boxes to the style Lions like, which are physical, good length, they'll press, play the run, but also he brings legitimate deep speed. To me, I think that makes sense of a guy that could be like, hey, a team just falls in love towards like the mid to late third round. They're like, hey, we just like the traits of this player, or maybe he falls into early day 3. But if the Lions are in that range, I could buy into him being a Lion.
Now, maybe it's partly your fault because you're the first. When we do our mock drafts, I feel like you trade almost every week. I've almost sold myself on the idea that it is what he's going to do come the first round, especially just because I feel like this is their version of going all in, and it is the bargain bin Brad way. I think I said this on your show too. The most money given to DJ Reader, AAV. The longest commitment to actually the trade for Carlton Davis too. I feel like moving up is more realistic than people are talking about. Do you feel the same?
Man, so I don't know. I think it's a perfect spot for either way. I think it's a perfect spot to move up. There's so many reasons to point to it, but it's a perfect spot just because in general, I think when you're in the back of the first round, it just makes sense that if a guy, especially if he starts to slide and he hits like 20 and you're like, oh, that's our first round guy, let's just go get him, that a team would be interested in moving up. And to what your point is the Lions don't have a lot of pressing needs or holes. So the idea of picking someone at 29 is a legitimate shot that I think regardless of position, you could end up with a guy that's just not really the guy right away, maybe outside of a receiver. So because of that, if you trade it up, you're probably drafting a guy that will come in and start. So it makes a ton of sense that would be your best bet to get a day one impact. He's going to start for us no matter what. But the flip side is I think trading back makes a ton of sense too. I don't think they'll maybe want to do that because it's in Detroit, but I do think that trading back makes a ton of sense for very similar reasons where, you get to that point where you just have a lot of guys in similar spots and you're just cool with saying, we're going to move back. We don't have that hole necessarily that has to be plugged here, so we're fine with moving back. But I do think moving around the board somewhere is going to happen for sure. But yeah, I think this is an ideal spot to be at. This is an ideal spot for the Lions to go move around the board, especially when you consider how many quarterbacks could actually go within the top 5. I mean, I don't think they'll trade like 7 or something. But when you think about how many quarterbacks could actually go on day one and the amount of players that are going to get pushed back, this is a heavy offensive class. So the idea of someone slipping through maybe on the defensive side, there's absolutely going to be offensive guys there, but someone could slip through on the defensive side.
If you had to bet your life savings, what's the move that you think is going to happen?
If I could have this kind of cop-out, I'd bet the Lions make a trade. I'd bet they make a trade. I don't know if it's up or down, though. I wouldn't bet on down. I wouldn't bet on down because it'd be weird to see him move out of the first round, to be honest. I would bet the Lions make a trade versus not making a trade.
Boom, we got him, folks.
We got him.
There you go, yeah. It would make sense. It would make sense.
And before we get into anything else with the trades, we broke down Mel Kiper's mock draft that he put out, and he had the Lions staying at 29, and he had them taking a Donnie Mitchell, the wide receiver out of Texas. How do you feel about that? Would he fit this scheme, and do you think he's even going to last until 29 in this draft?
That last part is a very good question because I think to me, and this is kind of the way that I'm thinking about this, there's a real good chance that as everybody kind of has the 3 clustered up at the top, we know who those guys are inside the top 10. Once you get outside of that, that's where the questions are. There's a real chance that we step back and say, yo, Mitchell was the best receiver out of the next group. We maybe overthought this a little bit. Okay, he checks boxes across the board. He doesn't have any super glaring weaknesses. There's concerns I can point to with a lot of the other top receivers. I don't have those with Mitchell. That's not to say he's the best at every category, but he doesn't have those big weaknesses. He's a clutch time performer. The size fits in perfectly for what the Lions could use if they wanted to go that direction. So my knocks for him are mainly that in certain categories, I don't think he's the best receiver that's out there. Like Brian Thomas does things I don't think he can do. There's maybe upside as a route runner. But in terms of just being reliable across the board and being big time in big time moments, to me, AD Mitchell does check all those boxes. So I think it's a real chance that, number one, he just doesn't get there because someone falls in love with the player and just drafts him at 20.
When I asked you that trade question, I kind of built it up with if it feels like this is kind of the biggest commitments or I guess more volatile choices they've been making between DJ Reader and Carlton Davis. Do you get that same sense too? Do you feel like this is kind of like they're cooking something to strike this year while it's hot?
I want to say yes. I definitely believe it makes sense to look at it like that. But at the same time, I hear what you're saying, especially with the Carlton Davis one. So it does make a lot of sense. You don't have these guys on multi-year deals. But at the same time, I think you could also still just point to it and say, you are kind of just doing what you've done in the past years, maybe to a higher extent, right? You could say at nose tackle, but it wasn't I don't think anybody really looked at Broderick last year and was like, oh, that could be the guy next season. And I don't think the draft really gave you answers there. I mean, there's guys that could be starting nose tackles, but they don't have clear-cut answers there. And I think at cornerback, again, we're sitting at 29. So if you're not going to move up, I think you're going to get a starter, but it's a completely different situation without having Carlton Davis when we're talking about drafting a corner versus not having Carlton Davis. And you're giving up a third-round pick, right? I mean, it was a later third-round pick. The odds of you getting that piece with that pick was just not going to happen, especially in year one. So part of me wants to say yes, but the other part is I think it's very similar, maybe just to a little bit of a higher price point to what we've done in the past. But I'll say this real quick. When we were on this show, you guys brought up the cornerback position and trading for that. And I think a lot of us kind of made it thought hey, they're probably, if they're going to make a trade, it wouldn't be surprising that they make a trade for a cornerback. Just turned out to be Carlton Davis.
Yeah, I just don't know if you, as much as it makes sense per Brad BPA.
Yeah.
If you're 29, one of those linemen fall. It just if it's a situation where you want to strike, I don't know why you would grab someone as a reserve piece.
Yeah.
Or obviously
a win now move. You're trying to chase a Super Bowl.
Almost, yeah. And I don't even want to sound people freak out when you say those type of things too. But it's we talked about it the other day. Look at the Chiefs.
Yeah.
They've been making their trades within the draft. Trent McDuffie, Patrick Mahomes is his own self. I feel like that's just the way they're going to do it. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Smitty.
Oh no, I was just saying.
Go ahead, Dion.
Oh no, yeah, go ahead.
I want to ask you two then, just real quick. So then, what if they're at 29? What would you visualize as that's the piece that's not a reserve piece?
A wide receiver, probably.
Yeah, probably.
If they stay at 29, it would probably be whether it's Leggett or Mitchell or whoever's there as the wide receiver. I think.
But knowing Brad though, he's just going to take the best guy, even if it ends up being an offensive lineman. That's why I think they're going to move up.
And that's Dion. I wanted to ask you because you did say you think if you had to put money on it, they'd move up. If you're Brad Holmes, if you're in the war room, if you're making the decision, who's the guy in this draft you're moving up for? Is it Terrion Arnold? Is it a Jared Verse? Who is the guy that you're like, all right, he say he gets there to 15, and you're like, okay, I need to go up to 15 so I can get my guy. Who would that be for you?
Man, so the quick thing on Jared Verse is, I kind of talked about this with Eazy, like comparing it to when the Saints went up and got Davenport, and you could even see some skill set similarities. So I don't count that out as a possibility, and I think that there's positions like that, especially at edge. But it's just like, this guy is just like freakish compared to a lot of other pieces here. You got to go up and get him if you want to go get that player. However, I will say for me, if I was doing it, I'd go up and go get that cornerback. I go get Terrion Arnold. I still like Nate Wiggins a lot. I'm just not maybe completely sold that I go to like 15 to do that. But if I was going to make that big move, for me, I'd go up and get the cornerback. To me, he's the guy that stands out the most there. I wouldn't be doing it for an offensive lineman. I wouldn't be doing it for a receiver because, your top 3 are going to be gone regardless. So to me, I just go get the cornerback. I put him opposite of our guy that we have now, Carlton Davis. And then you have a lot of flexibility with that going forward. But like I said, I think he could make the biggest impact on this team.
Take out need. Who is it on the big board in terms of like power ranking the players in this draft?
Where, at 15?
Yeah, 15 or 12 or 15. That's what I'm guessing. Or even 20.
Well, I'll say this. Yeah, I mean, for me, the only thing that would be ahead of that could be specific offensive lineman I could put above him at that spot. I would just be shocked if the Lions moved up to go get an offensive lineman. I guess that still plays into, not drafting position. But offensive line would be the only real player that I would put above that. Like, I wouldn't have Quinyon Mitchell above. I have Terrion Arnold as my number 1 corner. I have Arnold above Jared Verse. I would have Arnold above both pass rushers at this point for what I think he can become. So to me, the top player, if you're telling me he was there at 15, he would probably be my top player on the board at that spot, just projecting where we think the receivers are going to go outside of maybe an offensive tackle that's sitting there.
And looking at going back to the Mel Kiper mock draft that he did, it was a 2-rounder. With the second pick, he had them taking Disa Isaac out of Penn State. And that was a guy he took over Jonah Ellis and Marshawn Nealon. I know the Lions love Marshawn Nealon. We know Jonah Ellis has the family ties of Luther Ellis. I personally like both of those guys more than Isaac. Where would you sit with them taking Isaac over those 2 pass rushers?
Yeah, it's a good question because I was thinking I saw this yesterday, and I don't know if it came out yesterday, but I saw it last night, and I was thinking like, okay, Adisa Isaac body type-wise does make a ton of sense, and if you were thinking like what kind of body type would make sense to fit into the Lions, I think that does make sense, and I keep going back to like, man, I kind of want to also have someone that could play behind Hutchinson. Like, I'd like to have that, and Adisa Isaac, even though he's a little bit on the slimmer side, like he really does work to play the run. So you have that. And I think the pass rush upside to me, like I'll say this in comparison to the guys that you just mentioned, Jonah Ellis. And I haven't been the biggest fan of Jonah Ellis to this point, but there are things that I like. He's another body type that could be really intriguing for the fit. But the other guy specifically that you brought up was Nealon. A lot of things to like about Nealon, but Nealon would be one of those players where I would step back personally from what I've seen, and it wouldn't be like I have any issues with any specific trait. It'd be that if you're putting that final stamp, like that final grade, you're like, yo, which one would I buy into? I have some issues buying into Marshawn Nealon as becoming the guy that I want him to become, and it's just like some really specific things as a pass rusher that pop up. So I don't have an issue with the Adisa Isaac one, but I think there's a real shot that he wouldn't be my best player available at 61.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that one too. I no disrespect to him. I like the kid. I like his attitude. And I do think that fits Dan Campbell, Brad Holmes. It doesn't do it for me. Darius Robinson, Detroit Native. That's one of those things for me too. I get it. Doesn't do it for me. Dion, before I let you go, so I know you got stuff to do today. Davenport, I feel like you're on the high side of that. It's vastly different from I know myself, and I feel like kind of majority of Detroit Lions fans. I want you to do your best campaign for Marcus Davenport and why Detroit Lions fans should have some faith in him playing more than limited snaps this season.
Hey, well, first off, Eazy, I just saw your day. Hey, I'm good, by the way. You're good, regardless of what you want to do there. But I will say, so for me, Marcus Davenport he had a very weird situation. There's injuries that you could point to in the past. It was weird last year with the Vikings. He had an injury, but the expectation was this dude's going to come back, and then he just didn't come back. So I don't know what was going on there in terms of, like, was there some off-the-field stuff? I don't know what was happening there. But the fact that the Lions were willing to go after that guy tells me that they trusted in the character of the player because they had connections with him, so it gives me a lot of optimism. Then when you simply look at it as a player, as much as he's been rotational, I can't stress that, like, bro, since he's come into the league, the guy has been really good every time he's on the field. Like, the big numbers, when you ultimately look at the stat sheet, may not blow you away because he doesn't get consistently a ton of snaps. But when you just watch him, and I think we talk about, hey, what's perfect opposite of Hutchinson? It's that guy. It's the guy that plays with that kind of force, with that kind of length. It's the reason that, to me, Jared Verse is so intriguing, is because so many things that are great about Verse, you have that already in Marcus Davenport here. I think it's the perfect opposite Hutch. I do think that he gets extended after this season because I think this is the right spot for him. Okay, last year was a mess with Minnesota. The fact the Lions bought in gives me reason to buy in that they're going to believe in the person, and just that alone, if they buy into the player, I believe that the play ability is there. I believe the play ability is absolutely there to be a guy that gets extended beyond this year, and I think he will.
Hey, Dion, Nick in the sound booth here. Talk about a guy that doesn't get a lot of snaps. James Houston. We saw it his rookie season that he was a difference maker on this Lions team. He obviously had the unfortunate injury. Do you think he can still be dominant in this league when it comes to rushing the passer?
That's a good question. It's always a weird one for me with Houston because now every time I look at a prospect, like there's part of me, it's like, yo, can he bring a little Houston to the table? And I'll tell you what, man, Houston's unique. I haven't got to a player that I even see similarities to what Houston could be. So I think the uniqueness that's still there. And I actually think there was still positives to take away from last year, as limited as we saw him. Honestly, just go back to the preseason. Like maybe the pass rush wasn't always as dominant and limited we got to see him, but just it seemed like they were starting to find a role where he was more comfortable to kind of carve out something on early downs, and then we didn't get to see him. But to me I just think his pass rush talent is too unique. I didn't even realize, I looked this up yesterday, how long his arms are. Like I thought he was on the shorter side there. He's not on the tall side, but he has freakishly long arms. So to me, like, the ability to rush the passer is so unique, especially for where they ended up getting him. I still buy in the fact that that guy is going to be a disruptor just because he's so much to handle. He's so low to the ground, which already you'll get guys in this draft, right? Whether that's, you look at the guy with James Madison, name slipped my mind right now. You got Solomon. There's guys that are undersized that use that to their advantage. Houston does that already, but he's also got like so much flexibility that other guys just don't carry along with that. I absolutely buy into that. If he's healthy, he could still give the Lions some pass rush, but I don't think that you enter, this draft and say like relying on this guy. Like, no, you got to add something to that. But we have seen the Lions bet on guys before. It was just weird how long it was bringing him back, but we've seen the Lions bet on guys like last year. They bet on their interior defensive line for the most part. So I still think there's a lot there as a pass rusher. Just got to be healthy.
And okay, so we touched on Davenport. We touched on James Houston. Now let's talk about the guy who is going to be the actual bookend pass rusher on the opposite side of Aiden Hutchinson, and that is Matthew Betts. What does he bring to the table? Are we talking about Cameron Wake 2.0 out of the CFL? Wait. No, like honestly though, does he make this team? Is he going to be a factor in that rotation? Like he's got to be better than Charles Harris was last year. It's not hard to be that better than that.
Before he answers, I just want everyone to know this is the most positive Detroit Lions fan, and I feel like in content. Give him the truth, Dion. Tell him like it is.
Yo, like, no, I don't know where to go with this one, to be honest with you, bro. It's because, like, yo, last time I was on here, he was giving me names of dudes that had popped from the CFL, and I'm like, man, like, he really likes this dude. So, like, I'm not going to pull that down. You know what I mean? Like, I like it. You might as well believe in it because when John Kaminsky signed here, it was like, yo, who the heck is that? And it was like, this guy's pretty darn awesome. So I'm not going to count any of that out. And to your point, like, let's just think about it like this. If the Lions go into this draft and they don't address the edge rusher position outside of maybe one player there, like to what you said about Charles Harris, Romeo Okwara, now Julian, like they're kind of light. They're really light in terms of guys. So the fact that you could tell me that the Lions are betting on that there's something in there, I don't doubt that. I really don't doubt that. But I do think it starts with let's make the team first. Okay, that's where I'm looking at. That's where my expectation is first. Like, let's see if he can crack the top 53 first. If anything, let's just stick around on the practice squad. Like, that would be a positive. Stick around on the practice squad. Get elevated when injuries pop up, because right now it's pretty light, and there's going to be a lot of new pieces that are going to be competing for the same type of position. So that's where I'm at with it right now. But to be honest, man, maybe you got to send me some of that game film because maybe I haven't seen the right stuff. Your belief is too high, man. I don't think I've seen the right clips, man. You got to start sending it over. I'll give you my phone number.
I'm just saying, bro. I got your phone number. I'll send you some tonight. I'm just saying, it's got to be. He's got to be better than what Charles Harris was giving us last year.
You gotta make the roster first.
Hey, look, bro. You gotta make the roster. Hey, but CFL do put out some dogs. Okay?
They put out some dogs.
CFL puts out some dogs. The scouts are on it, man. They find the players that are like, yeah, we're not expecting him to get drafted, and they pull those players, man. So they may have found something there clearly in the CFL. So I like it. I like the optimism.
Speaking of dogs, this is for a guy who found our channel through you. So shout out to Mike Hilton. He has no faith in James Houston. We, at least myself, Chris, and Nick, kind of sold ourselves on it's going to be a big year for him because as much as you saw him do what he did in limited fashion in 22, last year, the limited fashion he had there, too, he still had impacts. He got a QB hit in the KC game. Remember, he wrapped up like Patrick Mahomes.
If it wasn't Mahomes, he was sacked.
Yes, he had that nasty hit on Brock Purdy that low-key could have been a penalty. Limited fashion once more, still impactful. Dose of Dion, can you sell our guy Mike Hilton on a James Houston coming out party if you haven't viewed it as that already?
Yeah, I mean, look, the key thing is okay, let's start with being healthy. But again, if he is healthy, I don't think there's a thing that you can point to and say, like, oh, he can't rush the passer. Like, sure, he's got limitations, right? There's limitations just because of his body type alone, but we've seen more than enough. I mean, would he have like 8 sacks in his first season? And I think his pass rush snaps were under 100 snaps. I mean, it was extremely low. The rate was insane that he was doing it. And he was simply out there for one person. There was no playing the run. It was, you have to rush the passer here. He's got a bag to rush the passer. He knows how to win as a pass rusher. You can go back to the competition that he played in college and it wasn't great, but as soon as they were like, dude, let's just stop playing off ball, get on the line and just go, it's like, holy cow, this guy's insane. So the Lions simplified it to that. Like, they got to the point where, certain guys, they got to show versatility. The Lions almost in a way feels like they kind of with James Houston were like, all right, this guy off ball, maybe it's not there, but he's such a darn good pass rusher that we're just going to find a spot for this guy anyway in his first season. Like, it wasn't about him showing that I can do this a little bit too, so keep me around. It was like, dude, just hang this guy around just for pass rush. And then as soon as he gets that chance, he takes off. So I don't think you can question his ability to get after a passer at all, especially because you look at a lot of the dudes that we're putting in that unit. Nobody has the skill set like James Houston. Houston's unique on his own. Nobody on his defensive line plays like James Houston. So you have to have that piece. So I'm bought into that, but also the aspect of I think there's a real role on early downs. That's going to be the real battle, though, to me. Is like him versus Derek Barnes, whoever else. That's the battle right now. But as a pass rusher, the Lions always say you can't have enough pass rushers. He can do that.
He could pass the rush the passer. Sorry about that. One thing I do want to say about that, and I guess to Nick and some people who were pissed off that he's playing special teams to begin with, I think it's gonna be the same this year.
He's done. I still think
he's gonna play special teams. Can you let people know, like, relax? It's like a part of football. Like, guys, play special teams and then also ball out up until they get that second contract most of the time.
Well, I mean, shoot, and especially now, right? Now special teams is becoming more of a thing again. So, you start there, like, hey, if you are going to make the roster, you do have to be able to play special teams. But then there's also the aspect of, like, now it's a real thing. So competition is just going to be based on that alone. Lions value special teams. We're seeing with a lot of their signings more than most teams do. Now it's going to become even more real. Absolutely, he should play on special teams. Like, you should play on special teams. It's football. I want you out there on special teams. So, yeah, he'll play on special teams. If he makes the team, he'll be on special teams.
And also, before we let you go, I did want to get your thoughts on this. A lot of people think the Lions are going to target a wide receiver at some point in this draft, whether it's the first round, whether it's the second round. They've talked with Brian Thomas. They've talked with Xavier Legette. But right now, if the season started, Donovan Peoples-Jones would be your starting X with Josh Reynolds leaving. What's your confidence in Donovan Peoples-Jones being a piece in this offense?
The most optimism you could have for Peoples-Jones, you have to go back to when he popped with the Browns, and you just look at the consistency that was there. It was for us. It was just the confidence I have for us was that it took a while, but it did come along, and he did find ways to win. And honestly, I think he brought some things to the table that Josh Reynolds doesn't bring to the table. Like, he still had a role within this offense, and I think they did in a way just to give him snaps. They do the same thing with Green too, and I'm not overlooking Antoine Green at all, but because I think his route run actually improved looking back during the season, which was my biggest question. But Donovan Peoples-Jones does bring some things that specifically Josh Reynolds didn't bring, specifically underneath. And then it was about really finishing the timing within the offense and finding that, because early it was a nightmare. And then it started to kind of come along a little bit and finding that route tree. Donovan Peoples-Jones, Ben Johnson said he's a freakish athlete. Like, we see that there, and he could track the ball. So there's aspects of it. I don't think he's the strider, maybe the separator that you're going to get like Josh Reynolds was, some of the deep shots. But I also think he opens up some other things that Josh Reynolds didn't necessarily open up. So you have to add someone to that, but I will say this. I wouldn't be shocked if the Lions go into this draft and the receiver that they draft is not looked at as your typical X receiver. Like, we walk away and we're like, yo, that dude is 5'11". They drafted a 5'11" receiver, and we're like, that's not that. But they just really like the receiver. That's what I've started to get to recently is, I think one thing, and I could be wrong, but I've started to pigeonhole myself into is like, yo, they got to go get this type of receiver. They have to get this size receiver. But I wouldn't be surprised whatsoever if the shakeup of the draft is the receiver that they take does not fit those measurements at all, and it's just a really darn good receiver that they like, because there's a lot of those guys, especially once you get out of the first 2 rounds.
And then last but not least, Dose of Dion. What are you doing draft night? Where are you going to be? Who are you going to be with? What do you got going on?
You know, I'll probably hit up the local CVS, get myself some cough drops, because no, not just cough drops. Yo, no, man. Hey, look, Easy, do you have the picture? I feel like I'm putting you on the spot a little bit here. Do we have the image or no?
We don't. We do not have the image. We do not have the image.
All right.
That's
well,
right now Dose of Dion exclusive.
I would reenact it. Don't want to take this, but I will say this, man. We're gonna be, yo, hey, his picture, bro, is the funniest thing. Svenmo Rax's picture is fire. I don't know what that pose is from. What was that from? Where was that?
That was after we won the playoff
Cypher.
game. That was after we won the playoff game. I recorded a video, the first playoff game.
Okay.
I recorded a video right outside the studio of just freaking out in the streets.
Everyone, because it actually did really well too on socials.
Yeah.
I swear to you, it was a great video too. But I swear to you, partly because it looked like you were about to drop a freestyle.
Yeah.
That was his reaction too. Like, yo, is he freestyling? The way you're going to the camera too, like,
dog,
yeah, we gonna be at.
SoundCloud link and everything was attached to which the
Hey, I got bars. I got songs.
Okay, well, we're here.
I could
So
drop
we
a
heard the
tape
beats
on
already.
it for
Let's get it
sure.
rolling. Hey, soaring. Oh, hold up. I don't even know. Soaring Eagle Casino. That's what we're gonna be, man. First off, man, I'm so pumped that you guys are gonna be there as well. So that picture, like, kind of really, like, I looked at it again today. I'm like, that's fire. So it's a fire lineup, man. Last year I was there as well, and I got to meet some of you guys there. So if you're, you don't know what the heck you're doing for the draft, go there, say what's up. Just do that, man. Say what's up while we're there. There was people that were hanging out with us through the entire draft the last time we were there, and it's always a great time, man. So I'm just pumped that you guys are going to be there because, I don't know, this is going to be a fire watch party. The energy is going to be great.
It's going to be awesome.
They're asking us to interview the crowd.
Yeah.
So if you guys are there, we will we'll be fine. You'll be able to share your take too.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate you as always, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yes, thank you for having me. Hey, I will check out Dune. Okay, I got your little link thing. I got you. I was like, yo, hold up.
I didn't even read that. I just wanted to peer pressure you into watching it.
It's the best movie I've ever seen.
He hasn't seen the first one yet.
Oh, man.
You got to catch up.
It's the
you
best
got
movie, and you haven't even seen the first one?
Dude, no, I've seen
No,
both.
you haven't seen the first one.
Oh, I thought you. Okay, I got to see the first one. I do have to see the first
Dune
one.
2 is the best movie I've ever seen.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. All right.
I'm not saying that, but he's saying that, and
ready
he gets down on the movies.
Yeah.
When the third one comes out, we'll all go.
Yeah.
I mean that.
Wait, so you guys like movies?
Love movies.
You like scary movies?
You like scary movies?
Hey, yo. Hey, man, I'll see y'all later, man. Thanks for having us.
Peace out, Dion. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you, brother. Let me tell you guys about Swiss.
I remember that shit was so funny.
Dude, that was awesome. Shout out to Dose of Dion.
Dion's the GOAT, man.
Actual legend.
Dion is the GOAT.
I got to tell you guys real quick about
Swiss.
Yeah. Best insurance in the game. And now, you guys want to bother Mark with your mock drafts? Now you call him directly. Get his take on the matter. All right, you can call Mark directly at 313-530-1698. That's my guy Mark at Swiss Insurance, or you can email him, mark@swissins.com. Keep your current provider honest and price out with Swiss today.
And let me tell you about Soroki's, because Nashville Hot is back at Soroki's. They got the tenders, the sandwich, the loaded fries, and the all-new Nashville Hot Pizza. It's only here for a limited time, though, so make sure you enjoy it while you can. Go to one of their 11 convenient locations to get it today, or you can order online at Sorokis.com. Come enjoy the delicious heat while you still can. Nashville Hot is back at Soroki's.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
at work, and at home. We're there with smarter security solutions, featuring complete automation with customized alerts and more. For over 90 years, we've been the company that's been counted on to protect what matters most, all with personalized service and care. Right now, for a limited time, receive a free video device plus free installation with a new home system. Guardian Alarm. We protect Michigan.
Guys, I got the sleeper of chicken sandwiches, and you could try one for free with just a purchase of $10 or more on the Shake Shack app, Shake Shack website, or Shake Shack in person. Order an order of $10 or more. Use promo code Woodward, again, on the app, in person, or online, and get a free Shake Shack Chicken Shack sandwich. That's so fun to say.
And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, it's the best morning show in the city, in the world. Wake Up Woodward, baby. New morning show. Start your day with Wake Up Woodward, Monday through Friday, 8 to 10 a.m. live on Woodward Sports. Join Kool-Aid, Flannel Sam, Broder, JB, and KG every morning as they cover all of Detroit sports. Sports talk, banter, and live fan interaction, all on Detroit's #1 sports network, Woodward Sports.
Woodward Sports.
Hello.
What up, there? Welcome back to Woodward Heavyweights, live at woodsports.com. Smash that like button.
Hello.
Spinny's going full cousin. Hit a like button for
Hello.
Rest in peace, our buddy Spinny.
They got me.
What up, to Chris? What up, to Nicholas Kohloff, a.k.a. Detroit Mario? Again, smash that like button.
Shout out Brady Wood.
Shout out Brady Wood.
Brady's a goat.
Shout out Brady.
Hey, Brady,
quick take.
Brady in the chair. He did a great job.
Hey, Brady, quick take on Michigan's basketball.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Michigan hoops.
Michigan hoops?
We're coming for you, Spud Me.
Yeah, they're coming.
Spud Me.
They're coming.
Yeah, okay.
What do you call you on Tuesday?
Specky or something?
Yes. Shout out Brady, though. He's the GOAT.
Yeah, Brady is the GOAT. If you guys want to advertise your business, hit me up and I'll get you in contact with Brady.
Yeah, if you want to advertise your business, hit me up.
Easy up.
Yeah.
And it'll get you in
and
contact
I'll
with
get
Brady.
you in contact.
Detroit Mario.
He's got a whole second job.
Hit Easy up and I'll get you in contact with Brady.
Hit up me.
Hit up me.
And I'll get you in contact.
And I'll get you in contact with Brady.
If you really want to be in contact with Brady,
you got to hit up Eazy.
You got to hit me up.
Easy.
Like Spencer.
Easy.
If you really want to do
Daniel
it.
Circus.
Spencer Raxter.
At the social security number 389.
My social security number is 420698008.
Hit up Eazy for Brady.
Yeah, hit up Spencer.
I'm close with Brady. I talked to Brady at 11 p.m. one night. He answered.
I was Snapchatting Brady at midnight last night.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's
it
weird.
is.
That is weird. Brady sends me car videos.
I was
of him sitting in the car.
Brady rubs my back.
I helped Brady come out to the world live on Dispo during a Dispo stream.
You did.
I did. And you admitted it. So hit up me. And by the way, know that Brady came out and then he rubs Spinny's back.
I'm with Brady all day, every day.
Don't forget this guy Eazy did pimp out Brady.
What'd you say?
You did kind of pimp out Brady to that.
I did. I'm pimping him out right now. So if you want to get a hold of Brady, I'm his pimp. All right? Hit me up. Oh, we got a surprise for you guys, though. It is mock draft season, and I've fallen in love with the process more than I've ever had any other year. And it's not even like I'm well-versed this season as I am usually, but mock drafts are so fun to do. We got a surprise for you guys. We're going to 1 through 32 it. Watch the throne. Jay-Z and Kanye style. The first round of the NFL mock draft, starting with the Chicago Bears. We're on PFF. There's no sliders because we are making every single pick of this first round. The question is, though, Spinny, who gets picked number 1? You want to – you're coming back. You want Jack Labrador?
Yeah, we can Jack Labrador.
All right, Labrador. All right, Spinny goes first. He's
I get
drafted
pick
first.
1.
The Chicago
I'm drafted
Bears.
for the Bears? Fat.
Offensive lineman.
Let me get Will Richard, kicker. Will Reichert, kicker for the Bears.
I need to get this on this screen so I can see what the hell I'm doing.
What? Honestly,
there
we
go.
because no one's taking.
So Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb Williams.
Okay.
Number 2, we'll get this thing going. We're not gonna.
Yeah.
Drake May.
Drake May.
Yeah.
Do you want to have a conversation about quarterback?
I mean, do you guys want to? I mean, is anybody?
You're doing Drake May over Daniels?
Yeah, I'll go Jaden Daniels.
I feel like Jaden Daniels is the betting
I would
favorite.
go Jaden Daniels at 2.
Jaden Daniels isn't as talented as a thrower as Drake May, and Drake May got wheels. I feel like no one's like remembering that, or like just I don't know. People just pretending like Drake May can't run. Drake May can run. I feel like he's almost a more well-refined JJ in a sense. Like I think they're kind of like similar. Just the only difference is JJ's 1 and he's younger. No, but he runs. He could throw. Jaden Daniels, what really turned me off is that we know he runs. Like, kind of has to or has. Actually, didn't have to. He had a phenomenal wide receiving core. That helped him look better than he was. And also, when you see him run, he was taking some hits.
Yeah.
At the NFL level, you can't take those kind of hits to start a quarterback. And he's not like he's built like Anthony Richardson.
He's definitely got to learn how to get out of bounds, but he had a hell of a season, man.
I think Daniels is a better prospect, but I'm just not flirting with a guy who's taking those type of hits. Give me Drake May if I'm the Washington Commanders.
All right, so how are we solving this?
Oh, I got pick two.
It's his pick, yeah.
All right.
We will, though. I will have you.
Number 3.
Who wants to be GM when we do trades?
Overall.
I will be.
You'll be?
The one.
Number 3
You two will be a
overall. The New England Patriots select J.J. McCarthy, quarterback, Michigan.
Wow.
Over Daniels, who falls. Are you buying into the Michigan hype?
No.
Spenmo.
That's just a Patriot move.
To take the next Michigan?
Yeah,
Great
take
quarterback?
I'm tripping around. Number 3?
Number 3.
No way he goes number 3.
Boo this man.
I don't think Drake May. If Drake May's there, I think they're going to take Drake May. But if Drake May's not there, I think they take JJ.
I guess they would take a quarterback. There's no reason for them not to take a quarterback.
Yeah, but
we discussed other teams. There's somebody there. There's nobody there.
They got to take a quarterback. They need a quarterback.
All right, so we're taking
JJ McCarthy.
All right.
Wow.
You what a moron.
JJ over Jaden Daniels in that situation? Because you just said
For the Patriots. I wouldn't,
okay.
personally. But yeah, I think the Patriots would.
So JJ sneaks into the top 3.
For Spinmo Rax, a Spartan, who laughed at it. We did a segment laughing at that.
Yeah.
You took him 3rd.
For the Patriots. I would take Jaden Daniels.
Boston loves their Watts.
I would take Jaden Daniels, but
they do.
The Patriots would take JJ.
All right, Arizona 4.
Chat, give us grades for the pick as we go. Let me catch up. Arizona number 4, Marvin Harrison Jr. I think this is
no debate.
If you want to take a team that you're gonna have spinning and you want to trade up, I'm willing to have conversations. But if not,
no,
I'm taking.
You can take Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yep, and I have another first round pick too, so I'm not forced to do anything else.
At 5, the Los Angeles Chargers trade their pick with the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, how the hell did we do this?
All right, Chris, you got to figure this one out, buddy.
All right, so there's a trade tab right next to under the team names. This is Los Angeles Chargers. Like if you go,
okay, next to Charger. Oh,
yeah,
okay, here
underneath. Yep.
Okay, I can.
Boom.
Barely
and now
there's a drop down menu. You pick that team.
Yeah. Pick the Vikings.
Jesus
I think they're second.
Okay, yeah,
right there.
See.
All right, so now this is you and Nick. Now you got to prove this trade because you guys are the countering general manager.
Rejecting this just off the fact I can't see shit.
No, hard pass.
What are you offering first and foremost, Benny, for this pick?
Yeah, let's hear these parameters.
Number 1 overall pick, or their first pick this year.
So 5. So I'd click
their
that.
number 1 pick next year. And I don't even know what picks they have. A 3rd rounder this year.
The Vikings.
So this one.
So 11.
11.
Next year's first.
Oh no, yeah. The Vikings just get 5.
Oh yeah.
Vikings just get 5.
Yeah, you tripping.
For 11.
For 11, next year's first.
And
a 3rd this year.
This one, right?
Yeah.
So hopping 11 to 5. I'm accepting that.
What are we thinking, assistant?
What do you think? I'm thinking I'm accepting it, but what are you thinking on your side?
as executive, I will take this trade.
Okay.
Without the ad.
What?
Oh, you can't trade because of.
Oh, you didn't sign in. I thought you said you signed in.
I did, but that's what I was saying, and you guys said, "Oh, it's not a big deal." But remember, it wasn't.
Well, you said you were signed in. Maybe you got to sign in from that one. All right.
I signed in from this one.
That sucks. Luckily, I've been following along on PFF on my computer.
Damn it.
PFF says there's a 45% chance to be accepted.
Try to do it.
But you're doing it. So I'll force the trade. I'll make it happen. I guess you can just put the screen on us if you want, or do people want to see the board?
All right, just take.
I'll just take.
Just
who
take.
Minnesota would take, and then I'll take to the Chargers.
Take Jaden Daniels, and that's Minnesota.
Okay.
So Minnesota trades up to 5.
They take Jaden Daniels.
For Jaden Daniels.
Well, I feel like you guys got swindled. I'm not gonna lie, but that was your deal to make because this guy still has a first round pick at 23. Why'd you get down after that?
Because I think next year's is going to be higher than 23. It's going to be a better draft pick.
That's fair. There's a really tough division.
I'm cooking Brad Holmes deals.
All right.
But speaking of that, quick question: if it's Jaden Daniels and those wide receivers on Minnesota, maybe do you think it's not a better draft pick? Do you think they go above 500?
So
Vikings.
You could have that argument, but for me personally, this division is going to be so competitive. Let alone just like him being a rookie in the NFL. like the Bears are about to be stacked next year. No matter what pick they make, we've gone. They're as crazy as it sounds for a team that was as picking 9, like naturally from the record, that they don't really have that many needs to be forced to do anything. They could grab defensive line and just bulk that up with Montez Sweat. And they grab receiver, have 3 absolute demons. Like they could do kind of whatever they want to. So that's gonna be a tough team. We're tough as shit, obviously, and the Packers kind of grew throughout the season last year and pretty scary. But we do have to go to break. I got some time to move over my pick, luckily. But first, tell us about that merch. I'll give you some. Oh,
that merch. Let me tell you about Woodward Sports brand new merch. Head on over to woodwardsports.com. Click the shop tab today. Get yourself hoodies, tees, hats, all guaranteed to turn heads. So head on over to Woodward Sports. Click the shop tab today and get yourself some brand new merch.
Thank you to the Detroit Lions and Sheila Ham for the best season in Lions history. Now it's time to let Brad Holmes cook. Woodward Sports.
Stop searching for a vehicle and start finding one. Les Stanford Chevrolet Cadillac makes it easy. We harness the power of multiple dealerships and own the biggest selection of GM brands in the area to get you the car you need. With the Les Stanford Group, you'll have access to 4 different dealerships, providing you with more makes, more models, and more choices. We're connected to more than 1,000 vehicles, and with so many high-quality CPO vehicles available, you'll find new car quality at pre-owned prices. You can start and end your search at lesstanford.com today.
Game is won in the trenches, and our big fellas don't mess around. The Woodward Heavyweights on Woodward Sports.
Give your pet the best. Premier Pet Supplies, hands down Michigan's best pet store. Same prices and all the conveniences of the online and big box retailers, with one major difference. They're family and locally owned and operated for 30-plus years. Over 60 brands of food with nutrition experts to help you. Same-day, local, curbside home delivery. Premier Pet Supply. Give your pet the best. www.premierpetsupplies.com.
Check it out. What up, though? Welcome back to Wood Heavyweights Live 1-32 first round mock draft. All right. We went to break. I was up at number 6 with the New York Giants. This one.
This is who is on the board for reference.
They have no weapons at all.
Yeah. This is an easy pick.
They're sticking with Daniel Jones. I'm not really buying into the quarterback stuff. I know a few guys that cover the New York market. They don't think they're going to take a quarterback, at least not that number 6 pick. So I'm going to take Malik Neighbors. Any objections to that one? I feel like that's pretty.
It's an easy pick.
It's a really easy pick. And some people are even saying Malik Neighbors probably the second best receiver in this draft.
Titans.
I'm sorry, the best receiver in this draft. I'm not on that, but get Daniel Jones a weapon. He win a playoff game without any of them. So who's to say he can't do it with some? Although I wish they kept Saquon Barkley.
Titans on the board. I am the Tennessee Titans in this draft. And again, I think this is an easy pick as well here for the Titans. You've got the best offensive lineman staring at you in the face. You got a guy that you're hoping is going to be the future of your quarterback position in Will Levis. You want to keep him upright. You want him to cook with a left tackle for the next 10 years. Give me Joe Alt to the Tennessee Titans.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing that too. During the free agency frenzy, kind of like fell underneath the rug, but they got rid of their offensive tackle, Dillard.
Yeah.
That they paid pretty healthy.
Luan's gone.
Yep. And he was a starter for them. I know a lot of people talked about, and I guess you can't count it out because he is phenomenal, but Brock Bowers at this spot, not counting that out, I guess. But in my mind, you have a tight end with Ochiwawi, however you say that guy's last name.
And, Chinwa.
Yeah, and just protect Will Levis. He had no protection last year.
He's good.
Will Levis?
No, Chinwe.
He is. That's what I'm saying. You kind of already got a tight end, so you're not pressed to make that either. Yeah, so I'm next.
Atlanta Falcons.
This one I feel like is possibly the lock
bag.
of the draft up until today. While I was informed, they may trade out of this pick. But if they keep it, it's minus 110 right now on FanDuel if you want to make some bread. Dallas Turner all day to the Atlanta Falcons. They addressed the offense in the offseason with Kirk Cousins. Not stressed over a quarterback. They grabbed multiple receivers, not mistaken. They paid – they traded for somebody from the Cardinals, didn't they? Got one of the garbage receivers? Not garbage receivers. I guess it's kind of disrespectful.
So Dallas Turner,
Rondell Moore.
Signed someone too.
Rondell Moore.
Yep, they got Rondell Moore. They obviously already have Drake. Yeah, Bijan Robinson. So I think they get the defensive side of the ball. Dallas Turner.
Drake London.
I got another receiver. I got to find out who it was.
Dallas Turner.
Now, the Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. What do you think? You go. I know you've talked about going offensive line, but there's that weapon. There's that weapon staring you right there. Which way you leaning?
Darnell Mooney is who they signed. That's what I was thinking about. Sorry.
Who's the next best offensive lineman on the board?
Let's see.
Damn,
I can't even read which one is which.
Booga or Fatanu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's this
Booga
for?
or Fatanu, yeah.
Bears.
The Bears. Did you get an offensive lineman? Keep the rookie safe?
I was thinking about it.
How come I can't?
Duze is he's staring at me.
Bro, you grab one of those defensive I mean, they could do anything.
They could do They really could do anything.
The only
Brock Bowers is still there.
Remember last year I called the Packers like the second best team in the NFC North. Everyone's like, "You're crazy." And then it happened. This is a situation. I don't know who the second best team is gonna be this year. The Bears.
Ooh.
Bears could be scary.
Latu.
Do you want me to go
put
down
him
more?
opposite of Montez Sweat? That would be pretty damn good pairing.
Too.
I think there's some kickers still on the board.
I'm just gonna take Roma Duze though. He's a big body. He'll fit the offense well. Yeah.
All right. What do you think they actually do? You think they?
I think it's Oduze or a lineman.
All right. So 10.
The Jets.
Let's get
Mr. Rogers, VP.
All right. Let me catch up on my little mock here. I apologize.
Gotta be.
Who's it? The Jets? They're getting offensive lineman.
Bowers, best tight end prospect to ever come out of college.
That would be. I would not be surprised.
Who is their tight end right now?
My guy Tyler Conklin.
Yeah, he's his boy Ty Conklin.
Oh, yeah.
He just got back from his honeymoon.
Shout
The
out Tyler
pictures.
Conklin. I beat him in basketball.
Dude, they're at night, shine the flashlight up on a freaking leopard.
That's sweet. A leopard?
Yeah, or whatever.
Jaguar?
What would be in Africa?
Jaguar. Or a cheetah.
Or a leopard? No, they're not.
Cheetah.
Was not a cheetah. Cheetahs don't climb trees, do they?
Yeah, they do.
Cheetahs climb trees?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys remember Rogers ever like
the foremost cheetah authority over here?
Do you guys remember Rogers? Do you guys remember Rogers ever like really throwing to his tight ends like a bunch? I don't really remember any like crazy good tight ends.
Well, I mean, yeah.
They tried to hype up.
Tunyon had a good year with Rogers. Who was his tight end before that?
Like Grisham.
I'm saying, bro, they didn't really go to anyone. Sparingly, yeah. They had good tight ends, but they weren't like.
They didn't. He never had a Brock Bowers.
No, he's had some dogs, bro. Who's that light skin dude they had forever?
That's what I was trying to think.
Jermaine something?
I can't remember.
Was it Gresham or something? Gresham? I
am gonna go. What'd you say, Nick?
Big Gretch.
I'm going offensive tackle. I know they signed Tyron Smith or Tyler Smith, whatever his name is, but
you're going Fatanu.
You can't trust that he'll be healthy. I kind of want to go.
Fadu.
I kind of want to go for Shanu.
Yeah.
I just feel like he's more
the
pro ready.
Guy. Yeah.
Where is he?
Penn State.
Oh, yep.
Oh, Penn State. Yeah.
You already good?
Wait, where is he?
He's right there. He's right at the bottom.
Oh, yep. Okay. Gotcha. This
Penn,
guy?
Penn State tackle, yeah.
Yeah, I think given obviously what happened to Aaron Rodgers last year, didn't just happen to Aaron Rodgers, happened to the entire season.
All right.
Kind of got scrapped. It felt like they're kind of going all in.
This is the Chargers.
This is the Chargers pick here. The first pick in Jim Harbaugh's tenure.
Ooh, Brock Bowers getting sniped.
Brock Bowers would be nice.
Jermichael Finley.
Jermichael Finley, yeah.
He was straight.
But
or maybe Rodgers made him look
what
good.
I see them doing here, where I see them going here, is that big dog in the middle. Give me Johnny Newton to the Chargers.
What? You think Jim Harbaugh's passing on an elite as a tight end as a prospect as Bowers?
I do.
Wow.
You think about Colston Loveland. You think about Jake Butt. You think about Shoemaker. These guys were
You think about Big Ten. You think about what they need on this Chargers team. They need defense.
You think about Vernon Davis, San Francisco.
I'm kind
of said this guy right here, the Illinois guy?
Johnny Newton.
Right here.
Johnny
Where is
Giuliano. He's the Iowa guy. Illinois guy.
I think Harbaugh loves that.
He's
Like,
second one, yeah.
That's what I thought.
I think
the screen's
Harbaugh
super
won't be able
small
to
for people who
pass.
think Chris is a cousin right now. You can't see it.
Yeah, no. I normally can't read, but add small font. It's
It's a wrap.
Yeah, give me Johnny Newton.
Wow. I guess. No, I would be surprised.
The Broncos.
I've been saying it for the longest. Brock Bowers is a Charger. Yeah.
Yeah.
And even before the trade for the Vikings, and they probably would have moved up to grab him at 5. But yeah, Johnny Newton. He's great. He's good.
The Broncos.
I can't disagree that he's
How far
going to
is
be good.
this man Bowers going to
The Broncos.
So I was on the. So you guys, I'm pretty sure you said top 5, Nick. I'm not gonna lie. We got to figure
I
it
said
out.
maybe top 5 prospect in this entire draft, but not a top 5 pick because teams go quarterback. You're not buying it, dude. Dude, no way.
I think he's plus money right now to go top 10.
I'm taking him. I'm hammering the bet.
Damn, that feels like a guy that Sean Payton would love too. But
saying, how far does this man slip?
I also know that they like Knicks, and I don't think they make it to the 3rd round, which is when the Broncos are drafting again. So I'm gonna propose a trade.
God damn it. All right, assistant, what do you got for me?
Actually, because you're the odd numbers in, right?
Yeah.
You could trade with yourself.
Look
too,
at your odd numbers. Are any of your teams interested in moving up? If I make a call Detroit in Detroit?
Yeah.
Are you interested in moving up to 12?
The Lions?
It's gonna be a hefty haul
for Cooper.
The Lions trading up
to number 12. It's available.
12.
Do you want to make a splash in your hometown city?
Lot to.
Mr. Brad
Terrion Arnold.
Whoever you want. I mean, Brock Bowers there too.
Latu.
Oh, Brock in Detroit at 4.
I don't need 12. I have a lot of good prospects on the board.
Nah,
if I'm gonna trade up,
feel like it.
It'll be later.
Okay.
All right.
No, hard pass.
And you gotta talk to them. They're the GMs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you propose the trade. We'll see if it goes through.
You want to propose the trade?
Yes. Yes, I would love one.
So funny, bro. All right. Well, first, if you're Detroit, do you want to move out? Are you interested in moving up, Mr. Brad Holmes?
Chris, you be Brad.
Yeah, as executive here and president, I'm absolutely interested in moving up, but not to 12. I think there's too many prospects. I like a lot of what I can get. I'm going to do what Brad Holmes always does, and that's, be a little cheap. So
Shots fired.
Hey, no, it gets the job done.
Wait, so you don't want to move up?
No, not to 12.
All right.
Too rich for my blood.
Chris is ISOing me. I'm more of a Dan Campbell, more of a vibes guy in the room, so
Okay.
I'm going to agree with him.
All right. Then you know what I'll do then? I'll propose one of my teams trading up because I don't think the Broncos stay here. I think they still want to make a pick without having to draft Bo Nix at number 12. I think they can grab him later and also get a 2nd-round pick that they currently don't have. So I'm looking at my even teams. Damn. None of these teams really
By
need
the
to
way,
move
there is
up.
a clock.
Maybe the Cowboys. Clock's like 10 minutes, though.
Yeah, but our clock's not 10
Maybe
minutes.
the Bucks. They just get an extra 3rd-round pick.
You got 1 minute easy because we got a break.
All right.
Can't push to break.
Fuck, I hate to do this. No one else wants to trade. Then I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to take... Fucking hell, this is tough.
This is great radio.
Yeah.
Take Knicks. Well, you guys can fill space. I'm not the only one with a microphone in front of me.
Yeah, Brock Bowers, the most elite prospect I've ever seen in my life.
Take Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Grab Bo Nix. I mean, who do they have at quarterback right now? I just the trade happens. You guys just didn't want to make a trade. No one was really willing to make a trade.
You didn't put any trades out there.
You were in control of freaking the whole rest of the odd numbers in the draft.
You're the queen of the whole Magilla.
You had nothing.
All right, so Bo Nix.
Congratulations.
All right.
Bo Nix.
Spencer, you want to do yours
Bo Nix
quick
at
or
12.
go to break?
We'll do mine quick. Who am I? The Raiders?
The Raiders.
The Raiders, I'm taking Brock Bowers.
13, that's a steal.
Wait, no.
What
Oh,
quarterback?
fuck.
Who's
I forgot.
throwing
They
it?
just had... They
Michael
just got...
Penix?
Fuck.
The Raiders propose a late trade.
Yeah.
Did you already draft
Yeah,
it?
you already did it.
All right.
I forgot they drafted, what's his name last year? Michael Mayer.
Oh, he did start.
Yeah, I forgot about
back
that.
half of it. But the thing is with Brock Bowers is he's
job.
going to be. He lined up a lot of it out of the Y.
Yeah.
Where you see like Josh Reynolds and shit like that. Like he's off the line quite a bit for tight end.
All right, well, let me tell you about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night. No Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology. It's been proven to work, and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out.
That's 1-800.
Stay out.
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
ton of fun, a ton of sports, and a ton of man meat. Welcome to the Woodward Heavyweights, live daily 5 to 7 p.m. on Woodward Sports.
Walk into any Lady Jane's Haircuts for Men for an award-winning haircut experience from one of our talented stylists. Enjoy a precision haircut, hot lather neck shave, scalp and neck massage, and a hot towel treatment to top it off. Enter for your chance to win the $50,000 Perfect Bracket Challenge. With more than 25 Metro Detroit locations, there's always a Lady Jane's near you. Lady Jane's Haircut for Men, open 7 days a week. Walk in anytime. Lady Jane's, it's wicked awesome.
And with the first pick in the 2024 Media Draft, Detroit selects Woodward Sports. Thank you for making us the #1 digital network in Detroit.
Yo, guys, Dispo Dispensary's giving away thousands on thousands of prizes at all 12 locations across the great state of Michigan. This Dispo Dispensary is an atmosphere with the best in the business, big name products as well as their own Dispo Dispensary. Thousands of products given away on 420. Save the date. As Dispo Dispensary, your local cannabis plug. That's probably the worst read I did for this one. Spinny came up saying some craziness. I was not prepared for that. All right, continuing on this mock draft. I tried being entertaining, guys. I tried to make a trade. Nothing. Spinny's trying to.
You offered the Lions, and that's it. You didn't
have picks of yourself.
You're the one who wants the trade. You got to tell me. Like, I'm not going on.
So none of your teams that you have are interested in trading.
I don't know who I have. I don't have it in front of me. You do.
Pull it up in front of
you. If you want, you should have offered a trade to one of the teams, and I would have responded.
How are we doing a 1 through 32 mock draft? You don't have a draft order in front of you. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Who's trading up for Brock Bowers?
I mean, so you would have. You're about to mail yourself in there talking about him.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
he's
just
plus money to go top 10, by the way.
Messing around at this point, but I mean, that is a guy that somebody would trade up for if he starts falling.
Yeah.
I don't think it makes it that far. I think he's 11 at the Chargers, but I'm taking a defensive tackle here. Give me Byron Murphy for New Orleans Saints and a defensive coordinator as a head coach. Lock it in.
All right, you said Byron Murphy, right?
Defensive tackle, yes.
All right, give me one.
Texas guy.
You might have to go to DI then.
No, he's right there.
He's right there. Boom.
Good job, Chris.
Number Colts. The Colts are up. I am the Indianapolis Colts. I am Jim Irsay. Who do I want to draft?
Cooper's the guy.
I really want a killer whale, but it died in flight. I like doing coke and choking strippers. I am Jim Irsay.
Are you calling the Lions right now?
Give me Quinyon Mitchell.
Oh, okay. Never mind. All right.
Quinyon Mitchell over Terry Arnold?
Yes.
Ah.
Because I am Jim Irsay. And I bought a killer whale.
Are the Seahawks calling the Lions?
Seahawks.
So I'm the Seahawks. I think Latu. He feels like a Seahawk. This feels like such a fit.
But are the Lions going to jump in? 29. That's you, Spencer.
You have to. I'm being honest with you. If I'm the Seahawks GM, you got to sweeten the pot. So I got a hell of a pick right here.
Yeah.
Okay. So Latu it is.
He's not making trades at this point, if you hadn't noticed.
No, I'm about to make a trade.
Okay.
Bring.
Latu, Seattle Seahawks. Lock it in.
Brad Holmes on the phone with the... Who's this? Jacksonville Jaguars.
17.
Hey, Saxonville. Hey, you sexy little Jaguars. I'd like to make a deal. I will give you pick 29. I will give you... I don't know what else to give.
Look at the...
Just pick 29.
Look at the picks for that.
Just pick 20 straight up.
It's a cheaper salary. Saving you
Bargain
some money.
bin Brad would try.
Yeah.
Damn sure
Hey, what if we just switch picks? Think about it. No. Pick 29.
You could almost take credit for how great of a pick this is about to be.
Who other picks do they have?
Next year's first.
You wanted the trade, so...
Yeah, Chris, it's gonna be kind of steep like that.
So you want the Detroit Lions. Let me pull up them real quick.
It's going to be steep?
Yeah, what pick is this?
To move up 10
17.
picks? 12 picks?
Probably.
At least it starts with a second round.
So the Detroit Lions have pick 29. You have round 2, 61.
And a
you
late.
have the Minnesota Vikings third round pick. You have 164. Tampa's fourth. 201, 205, 249, and everything.
All right, I'll give you 29.
Okay.
I'll give you the Vikings third and Tampa's fourth.
And Tampa's fourth. Can I tell you?
Can we do a second and a fourth?
Right now, the mock draft simulator is saying not interested.
Not interested. So
Try the second.
Second and a fourth.
Second and a fourth?
Second and a fourth, and kick me back a sixth.
Ooh.
Scumbag.
I'm not even. I'm
Yeah,
not
we
even
got
doing this to
we
be
got
a
an extra
dick.
sixth.
Nothing.
What, for the one I just said?
Well,
Second,
they already said no before I even tried to kick back sixth.
for a second, a fourth, and our first.
Yeah. They're saying nah.
I'm not going to, so quit asking.
All right, then I'm not doing it.
Not doing
And
it?
the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Well, actually, I guess they're the GMs. Are you guys doing it? I'm just
No.
talking with the draft simulator saying no.
So a first, 29, our second,
Oh.
and a fourth round pick. And you give me 17 and you kick me back a sixth.
I do like the second rounder that we get.
I do like the. Yeah, I like the second rounder.
Yeah.
I'm good.
All right.
I'm in.
Let me do it on my end.
All right, let's throw in another
All right.
six, too.
No.
That's what Brad does. He sneaks one in at the very end.
Yeah, it tossed me back a seventh.
Yeah, it's
So you're giving so the Detroit Lions are moving up to pick 17. They're giving up their first round pick this year.
Yeah.
Their second round pick this year. Tampa Bay's fourth rounder. That's at 201. Is that correct?
Yeah.
For pick 17.
And a scummy sixth.
This year's six or
Yeah,
next year's six?
This year's six.
This year's six. So that's like 150. 212.
I think we have multiple.
212.
I think we got 2 sixth rounders in the.
Yeah, we got
Chat?
2 rounds, so now we'd have.
This is
three.
your franchise. What are they saying? They
I'm
happy
saying
about this
that's a
trade?
lot. No thanks. For whom? Stay at 29. It's not worth it. Sneak one.
I think it's a good.
Okay,
deal
no,
for the
fine.
Lions.
This is what the chat wants. We won't trade. We won't trade.
No,
We won't
trade.
make the
I want to see you take.
No, we're not going to make the trade.
No, don't listen.
Chad doesn't want to do it. They want to stay at 29. We'll wait until
This
29
is your
and see who's there.
You do what you
You're
want
the
to do.
GM.
You're
You
the
want to
G-
give
yeah.
up a second rounder, Spenmo,
Yeah.
to move up 12 spots.
All right.
All right,
And
I'm
a
putting the
fourth
trade
Who
in.
cares? Let
Nah,
them
I
put
pull
it-
out last second.
Who do you want
You're
to
stuck
draft?
with it,
I already clicked
Jacksonville.
it.
Don't be like that.
Jacksonville selects.
Who did you want to take?
You scum.
I was going to take Terrion Arnold.
Okay.
But Jacksonville is going to select.
What kind of GM lets the
Got
people
Cooper DeJean
board
right
you?
here. Fuaga.
They're going to take Fuaga.
I like that.
Yeah, Jacksonville
they should
takes
take
Fuaga. They need it. They need to protect Trevor
No
Lawrence.
backbone.
They need to keep him upright. So they're going to take Fuaga.
All right, I have.
Right when you got no spine, you coward.
You know what? I'm not doing this to be a dick. I'm not doing this in spite. I think I'm gonna take Terrion Arnold. They just lost their starting
There you
quarterback
go.
this year
Yeah.
too.
Take Terrion Arnold right there.
Terrion
That's why I
Arnold
was
gone
trading
the
up to
Bengals.
Jacksonville because the Bengals are going to do it.
What was the chat saying? What were they saying? Stay at 29. That's not worth it. No thanks. I do feel like that was a lot.
All right.
Spencer would be the pettiest GM ever.
Yeah.
The
Hey, you
spinniest
guys,
GM ever.
you guys don't want me to do it? All right, fuck you. We'll stay at 29. We'll see who's there. What is this, the Rams?
Yes.
All right.
The best
Rams
way
at
to
pick
get fired.
19.
What defense?
So there's
You
Cooper
want me to signal out
DeJean.
a
Jared
position
Verse
group
is still
for you?
there.
No, what
Nate Wiggins.
defensive tackles? Any good defensive tackles?
None were the first round pick in my opinion.
Now
but
there
I'll
was
tell
that
you who's
mock
here.
that Mel Kiper had them
They need
taking the
cornerbacks?
Stafford
Brandon
successor.
Fisk is
They
there.
need a cornerback, right?
Yes, they do need a cornerback. They need cornerback, defensive tackle.
Wiggins?
Now that
Yeah.
he retired,
Aaron Donald retired.
linebacker, tackle. They also have a quarterback on here too, listed on PFF. Little Michael Penix action. Let him.
All right, give me Penix.
Do you want me to scroll
blossom to
down more
beautiful
for you?
flower.
Spencer? So you got more options. Here.
Is anybody in the chat pissed that they pulled out of the trade?
Give me
Everybody should be.
no. Scroll back up.
Okay.
Kool-Aid. Apollo said.
Kool-Aid.
Shift
Yeah.
Gods is their death taking verse.
Yeah. I'll take.
Large fry. Diet Coke.
Give me Nate Wiggins. Give me Nate Wiggins to the Rams.
Ooh, spicy.
So no quarterback successor.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All
All
right.
right. I'm with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And I'm from Pittsburgh.
I'm fully aware they need a wide receiver. They haven't drafted a wide receiver in round one in 17 years. It's like a cardinal sin in that organization to draft a wide receiver first round.
No,
I
it's fine.
personally don't think it's happening. I'd put money that doesn't happen. I am going to go. I'd love to take Cooper DeJean here.
Yes.
He seems like a Steeler. It's probably because he played for Iowa and they have the same colors.
Yes.
So are you officially taking him, or are you talking? yourself-
Jared Verse, a
talking
phenomenal
it through?
player, but they have two phenomenal edge rushers right now. Maybe they don't want to continue paying one of those guys, and they still take Jared Verse. Kool-Aid McKinstry, He also
Take Cooper DeJean. Do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Cooper DeJean.
All right.
I like what he can do for this backfield.
Miami,
Move
Jared
him around.
Verse, Lockett.
Miami, Jared Verse, Lockett.
Yep.
Jared Verse falls to 21.
Miami Dolphins taking
Who's
Jared
calling?
Verse.
Would the
Not
Lions
calling?
have called though
No.
at 21?
Oh, you guys don't. You guys want to stay at 29?
Oh my God, this guy.
This guy, he's an angry drunk.
We're just taking to our good. Not drunk. I had halfway through his second high noon.
Gaslighting.
Back on the horse.
I am the Philadelphia Eagles.
I am Batman.
I am Batman.
What does CJ DJ need?
Ooh, that is
They
true.
do need pieces in the secondary.
Jackson, Powers, Johnson is what they need.
That's what I was gonna go with. Honestly, I think I'm gonna stay that way too. Give me JPJ to the Philadelphia Eagles. I know they got a guy who I've heard they trust in at that spot.
The
center.
Vikings. Wait, was this part of the trade or no?
No.
This was part of the trade.
Nope. We
No,
let,
it wasn't.
we let
Oh, yeah,
the
no, it
Vikings
wasn't.
keep it.
No, it wasn't. Vikings.
You're right.
I fleeced
They
your
keep it.
asses.
No, we wanted
fleeced
next
your
year's,
ass.
bro.
All right,
Because you're going to be
I
trash.
agree with Nick, actually. That my
That was-
system
yeah.
makes
Let's
a great
see.
point.
Scroll down a little bit.
We try for all three.
They're not taking offensive line. They're
That's-
not going to go. No Brian Thomas Jr. No Donnie Mitchell. No Leg Conkey.
They got
CJ
JJ.
Tampa.
No, they don't. They got Jaden Daniels.
Just lost Hunter.
Just lost Hunter.
It says they could use a guard. They could use a center.
They could
I
use
was
a
thinking,
guarders.
yeah.
All right, is Graham Barton still there?
Oh.
Graham Barton is still there. Yeah,
Yeah. Give me.
Yep.
Actually,
Graham Barton's there.
Zach Frazier.
Zach Frazier.
Zach Frazier.
Zach
at
Frazier
23.
out of West Virginia.
You're doing that so Barton falls to you.
Huh?
I'll take it. I took it already.
are
So you're doing that so
taking- are
Barton falls to
taking
you?
him over
Actually, no.
Barton?
Yeah, you got to take Barton.
Okay,
Oh,
Well,
I
Barton's a
already clicked it.
tackle, though.
yeah.
That
he
can
can play
also
guard.
play guard.
He's played all five
Yeah.
positions.
That's true. All right, yeah, give me Graham Barton.
I already took Zach Frazier in mine. Luckily, Chris didn't. Shout out Chris.
Shout out, Chris.
Shout out me.
Cowboys in the clock. They just lost Smith. Although they didn't really have him too much last year anyway because of injuries.
Dude, Brian Thomas Jr.
Get a quarterback.
They
bro.
don't have a
Dak,
wide
60
receiver
million, get outta
opposite
here.
of CeeDee Lamb. I feel like Brian Thomas Jr. is like not the fit for what they got going on there right now. Marty Schottenheimer is the offensive coordinator.
You know damn well they want to go flashy.
Yeah.
Do want to go flashy.
Mm-hmm.
America's team. Psych.
America's team.
Brian Thomas Jr. makes sense.
I'm gonna go with Donnie Mitchell
Ooh.
Texas.
out of Texas. Wide receiver out
Over
of Texas.
Brian Thomas Jr.
Over Brian Thomas Jr. I just feel like
The Texas thing.
CeeDee Lamb could
This
do
guy, the wide receiver.
what you want out of Brian Thomas Jr. Get a guy on Donnie Mitchell where you kind of just want to move, or I guess have him run all kinds of routes.
Okay,
I like
division rival.
All right,
Spencer.
Green Bay Packers on the board.
Lots of kickers.
The numbers on the board. That's funny. All the NFC North teams are
The Green Bay Packers. Scroll down a little bit because I saw him, and I think that's who they're going to go.
I think they need a long snapper.
Right there.
Who?
Brandon Fisk.
Brandon Fit. What?
I mean,
In the first round? I mean,
they don't need an offensive lineman.
For who?
they do need offensive line. Bakhtiari just retired.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Do they want to?
Yeah, no, scroll back up.
Do they want to trade?
Give me Troy Fatatu. Fadabadabu.
Yeah. He could play guard too.
Fani Fantu.
All right.
Yeah, I forgot Bakhtiari.
Play
Just
for
retired.
Tottenham. I don't think any of these tackles dropped this far.
Easy.
I'll
Tampa
take-
Bay. Your boy.
Tampa Bay. They just
Again-
got rid of Carlton Davis.
Your boy.
I know they got a CB2 for sure. Maybe they take Kool-Aid McKinstry and try to mold them into that. They could also go offensive line too. They have a DB as head coach. There's a lot of moves they could do right now. They don't need a tackle. That's probably the biggest thing. J.C. Latham's there. Mims is there. I'm gonna go Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Oh, no.
Oh no, Lions
Tampa
fans.
Bay
Lions
Buccaneers.
fans.
Should have made a
Lions
move.
fans.
Lions fans.
Lions
Yeah, they're gonna go
fans.
defense.
All right, there we go. J.C. Latham to the Cardinals for sure.
All right.
That makes sense. Keep
28.
Kyler Murray upright.
Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills at wide receiver. Select
Brian Thomas.
Brian Thomas.
A plus.
A plus. Oh my.
Junior.
Man.
Like
Honestly,
Marty Crouch.
And the Lions.
Josh Allen and Brian Thomas Jr. would go stupid.
The Lions. We will discuss it after.
The Detroit
after we
Lions
talk
select.
about Les Stanford.
Damn, Chris. Way to bust their
Good
balls.
tease.
What? Of course, fire Eazy. Ken is not your fan. Let me tell you guys about Les Stanford. What happens when you run a great business for over 50 years? You expand and offer more products to more people. That is exactly what Les Stanford did by adding Les Stanford Buick GMC. The same great service to customers who've come to know and trust on Woodward Avenue, just south of the 9 Mile. Check out Les Stanford in Dearborn today and find the brand you want at lesstanford.com.
You smell that? That's Brad Holmes cooking. And the off-season smells good. Woodward Sports. Sports? Love wearing clothes? Then you should be wearing Woodward Sports clothes. Check out our full line of merch at woodwardsports.com. Just click on shop. We have all your favorite designs, like Dan Campbell kneecaps, Woodward golf, and of course, our own logoed out merchandise. Men, women, infants, kids all love Woodward Sports. Impress your friends. Impress your boss. Impress your dog. Buy Woodward Sports merch today.
Through April 24th to April 26th, you guys have the opportunity to go see Jerome the Bus Bettis come and speak. The opportunity to go see Adam Schefter come and speak. Do it while they're here in town. Those are legends of this game, football specifically. Sign up for the Boys and Girls Club. Use the QR code right next to me, right here. What up, though? Welcome back to World Heavyweights Live, WorldSports.com. Before we went to break, it's Detroit Lions are on the clock.
Detroit Lions are on the clock.
He had all break to think what he wanted to do, and what he did, he ate a taco bowl.
Yep.
And breaking news here: Tigers and a rain delay. Back to football.
A course and a rain delay.
Yep. Why don't you just look out the window, Nick? You fucking idiot. No, I'm just kidding.
Breaking news.
Breaking news. It's
Grass
raining.
is green.
All right.
We are about 14, 15 miles.
And here we are. Here we are, folks. Glad we stayed at 29. A lot of top talent here on this board for me to choose from. As Brad Holmes, as the GM of Brad Holmes, I'm going to trade out of the first round. I'm going to get a bevy of picks. No. I'm going to take Xavier Legette, wide receiver.
Wow.
Ole Miss.
Chat.
Or South Carolina.
How we feeling?
South Carolina.
I
think they like Xavier Legette.
Chris, what'd you say?
Just said over
Keon Coleman.
Yeah, over Keon.
Gilad McConkey, Troy Franklin.
Ken said fire Spenny. He didn't trade up. Or he didn't want to trade up.
I tried to.
Get him out. Get him out.
When I tried to trade, you didn't want to do nothing.
Yeah.
I don't think this would be crazy. I wouldn't be mad if this happened. I don't think we should be surprised either. I think he fits like the mold of the type of player you want. I think he plays that exposition.
I mean, you guys were big on TJ Tampa though. You're just
no, not anymore.
Not anymore.
We're getting the way mock season works. Just to defend myself and almost everybody.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because your first time, because you go throughout, you're gonna watch more and more and more and more as it goes on. So you may have a guy that you like initially. Like my first
Ain't
mock,
nothing like that first.
I wasn't the only one to do it either. My
Cole.
first mock, I took who's that defensive end out of Washington? Or no, yeah, Braylon Trice. Now he's probably gonna be a second or third round. You know what I'm saying? Like it just everything changes.
Yeah, Xavier Legette is now a Detroit Lion.
I'm here for it. Nap God says reach. Chef Talks Lions says I feel great that Spinney is now pronouncing his name correctly. I like it. I want an Arnold or Kool-Aid or defensive end, says Super Juggernaut, but he'll take it. McConkey.
Yeah, I mean we could have had Terry and Arnold, but you guys didn't want to trade.
I don't have any beef with Xavier Legette being the draft pick there.
I would have
This is a good bowl.
I would have traded up to Miami Dolphins for Jared Verse.
Yeah.
I would have no matter what.
They're not trading that pick.
If he falls, they're not trading him.
No, they're taking Jared Verse if he's there.
So then who's
Miami?
the one before them?
Yeah,
Pittsburgh.
probably.
Pittsburgh.
You would have to give up more to get that pick out of Miami's hands than what I was trying to give up.
Yeah.
What about Pittsburgh, though?
Yeah.
Did they trade back?
Then we're trading with Pittsburgh.
Oh.
They love a lot of draft picks. They love draft
They
capital.
need them, too.
Yeah.
You get who? Cooper DeJean?
Yeah.
No, he
I mean,
got
what's
Verse. Oh, he's after. No, he was before.
He was before. No, we wouldn't get. We would get
before.
Verse. Yeah.
Maybe that could be number 20. That's what you said, too, before, wasn't it?
Yeah, way to go, Nick. Why don't you tell us?
I think it could be higher, though, to be honest with you. I think
actually
if
asked,
Detroit Lions
but,
do make that trade, I'm not thinking 20.
You were determined.
Now, I think if somebody like that falls to 20 that they like, obviously, that's an easy. Yeah, let me get that real quick. Well, I think they move up to 15 and get someone.
All right, we got more picks to make.
Elite! Give me the Baltimore Ravens. I have the Baltimore Ravens. Not give me the Baltimore Ravens. They can go receiver here, but there's also a shit ton of receivers. Give me another offensive tackle, Amarius Mims.
No, make it easy.
They need some offensive line help here.
Ba-boom.
Technically, Graham Barton is on my board.
All right. San Fran, the enemies.
San Francisco.
The enemies.
I hate San Francisco.
Do you? Always or just recently?
What? I mean, we lost in the NFC Championships.
Why'd you
yes,
say
I
it
hate
like
it.
that?
I was just, we're on a show.
I hate
trying
I thought there was like a bloodline story behind this. Yeah.
Just trying to make it interesting. You know?
No, you did.
Spice it up.
You did. That's where you're like, what happened?
San Francisco 49ers select.
San Francisco 49ers. I think they go offensive line.
You think?
I think so.
I was thinking cornerback.
Cornerback? Is there a guy here that's
Chop and Darius on the board.
Chop.
How about wide receiver? Did they get a contract done yet with
Ayuk?
Ayukin?
Hey, get rid of Brock Bowers, Michael Penix Jr.
Actually, now you brought that up,
Mr.
Nick.
Irrelevant.
Ladd McConkey. I feel like Kyle Shanahan could get kind of freaky.
Could get freaky.
No, did he?
Jonah Ellis.
Scroll up, Chris.
But yeah, they're probably gonna re-sign Ayuk.
I kind of want to take TJ Tampa here. They need a cornerback.
Do they?
Yeah. Who are their cornerbacks?
What
They
about
have one of the better defenses in the league. Tre'Davious Ward.
And imagine how that would be with an actual cornerback not named.
I think.
I mean, they got one of the best offenses in the league too. You think they need offensive line?
Well, I think they're always going to have one of the best offenses because they have one of the best offensive minds. As long as they have a competent quarterback there. At cornerback, they have Tre'Davious Ward, who I think is really good. Wasn't he a second team All-Pro?
I think so.
And then, no, I don't know.
Can't even say his name.
I've heard it before. Lenore.
Yeah, he gets cooked all the time and is a
Don't
PI merchant. Yeah, no, give me TJ Tampa.
TJ Tampa.
Reach. That's all right. What's your pick to make? TJ Tampa in the first round. That was the guy we mocked Detroit Lions with one time. So
All right. KC closing it out.
KC closing it out.
That's
Y'all
gotta be
fucked up. Ladd McConkey.
Xavier Worthy?
You
Ladd
are
McConkey.
Ooh,
a Kansas City Chief.
that makes more sense.
Is that
I
your
know.
pick?
Ladd McConkey makes more sense. Xavier Worthy grab
Xavier Worthy, that speed pairing with Pat Mahomes, easy.
You don't gotta do
You
it
saw
round
it
one,
already.
brother.
You saw it already with.
He's not gonna make it to
yeah.
64.
Yes, he can.
No, he's
Bro.
not.
Absolutely can.
You're drunk.
No
you
way.
are drunk. I promise you.
You know who gets?
I
By the way,
Drunk
they're also
on
willing to make the move. It's my pick. I'm taking Ladd McConkey.
Ufunga got
Okay.
hurt. Yeah, he's
I'm
a
sick of
safety,
you
though.
phrasing up my picks, Chris. I'm not your friend anymore.
What?
Until you show me some goddamn respect.
Wait, how did this flip on me? I missed that part.
Way to go, Chris.
Yeah, way to go, Chris.
These GMs get drunk on speed,
Shut up,
easy.
you
You know
spineless
that.
coward.
Year after year, these GMs get drunk on speed. You don't think Xavier Worthy makes the first round?
Veach ain't that. Because look at everybody said wide receiver last year and on. They didn't grab one. They still won the Super
but
Bowl.
he does like the speed receiver.
Rashid Rice.
I think Hill
Yeah,
was there
they grabbed,
before Veach.
yeah, she Rice, deadly speed.
Well, in a vehicle, yes.
Yeah.
Outside
No,
of
but
that,
Mecole Hardman,
But,
crazy, obviously Tyreek
He
Hill.
was there before Veach. They grabbed him because of the previous chemistry. Veach ain't dumb. He's not. I'm telling you. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm thinking Ladd McConkey over Worthy all day.
F grade.
That's okay, Nick. I disagree with you wholeheartedly on
I'm
that.
just kidding. I really think that they would go for Worthy personally.
Well,
Mahomes loves Worthy. Just
All right. That's the first round.
And then next thing
Analyzing your draft.
fellas, next thing you know, you get Taylor Swift in the box with Xavier Worthy's mom. You know?
That's box
That's
office.
elite. Not box office. I see what you did
All
there.
right, let's see here. What does this say?
It doesn't grade you.
It doesn't grade me?
No, when you do all 1 to 32, it's just because you picked all the
All right,
picks.
well, there's the draft.
Easy. What was your grades?
My
Oh,
grade
yeah.
for
Oh,
my
yeah.
grade for this mock, or just
Everybody
job,
vote
guys.
what the best pick in the draft was.
Best pick. And how would you feel about the Lions landing Xavier Legette.
Xavier Legette.
And also, would you fire Spinney?
Give it a B plus.
Are you guys going to be upset if the draft plays out this way? Do you guys want Brad to get aggressive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want the fans to tell him not to.
I want a GM that won't listen to the fans.
Yeah.
How about that?
That's fair too.
A GM that can make their own decisions.
This
Is
is
that
a
too
horrible
much to
mock
ask?
draft. Not gonna lie. This thing is ugly.
Horrible?
Yeah, pretty bad. I blame you.
Well, it's half on you, bud.
That is fair. All right, let's go to break.
Let me tell you about the quarterback
math.
challenge. If you could throw it on a rope, you can win 2 tickets to this year's home opener. It is the quarterback challenge presented by Shake Shack. All you got to do is sign up at this QR code or at woodwardsports.com or at any Shake Shack location, and you'll have the opportunity to win 2 tickets to this year's home opener. It's the Shake Shack quarterback challenge.
Is that an octopus in your pants, or are you just happy to see me? See what I did there? Go Red Wings! From Octopi Experts, Woodward Sports.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime.
We don't like to brag that we are the toughest sports network in Detroit, but we do have a guy named Darren McCarty on our side. Woodward Sports.
Glorious has new ice water, bubble hash, pre-roll, constantly pushed to create the best cannabis experience. This perfect boost comes from added cuts of pure THC and diamond dust, allowing flavors with only the highest terps, making the best even better. Glorious Cannabis. Check them out at your local retailer or visit www.gloriouscanna.com.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Double
What up,
rip.
though? Welcome
Triple
back
rip,
to whatever it's live on
actually.
sports.com. I'm boy Eazy, joined by my guy Spin Rex, young Chris, Nicolas Cage, Face Off, great actor. Nicholas Kohloff sucks. Smash that like button, be a friend, tell a friend. What's your breaking news?
Breaking news. This is gonna just. All right, I'm just gonna come out and say it.
What is happening?
Update: Oakland forward transfer Trey Townsend will take an official visit to Michigan beginning this Sunday.
Wow.
The prized possession, Trey Townsend from Oakland.
You dubbed him
is
as
taking
Sparty.
an official visit to Michigan in Dusty May.
Oh,
I ain't worried about it.
Egg on your face, bud.
For what?
Gotta give us more than silence.
What?
You guarantee?
Oh, no, he's going to visit Michigan. It's not like he signed with them.
You guarantee him to be a Spartan. It ain't looking good. Why did he visit Michigan State?
Huh? He's going to.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it.
I think we got a little bit there.
4 or 5 wings coming in to visit in the transfer portal. One of them averaged 23 points per game. So I'm not worried about it.
All right.
Michigan wins more than 5 games, then I'll be worried about it.
Do you care if we go like 2 minutes over?
No,
I do.
unacceptable.
Because I want to talk Donovan
I do,
Mitchell, and I
actually.
do want to talk UFC. Just because I think Ken is actually the guy who waited for. He's been wanting UFC since the beginning. Donovan Mitchell first, though, because we just got. I guess we can say that one for Monday.
Yeah, what? He's not fucking coming.
It's not
to
going to
Detroit.
happen
No,
this week anyway.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's
He's coming. I can see him coming to Detroit.
I could not.
I can absolutely see
I
him
can
coming to
see
Detroit.
it. I can see
I
a
think-
front
Yeah, if they
office that's
trade Cade
desperate.
Cunningham.
No.
Jaden Ivey. Jaden Ivey,
First round-
and
first round
they're about
pick.
to exactly. So that's why it's worth it to save him for Monday.
Although
because
in
it's
the-
not going to happen until the draft, if it does. What? Go ahead. You want to save him? We're saving him Monday. Or you want to go?
Let's save it. Let's save it.
We already started. Might as well.
All right.
No, save
In the-
it. Save it.
We'll go in depth. We'll revisit
Yeah,
Monday.
we'll talk about it Monday.
All right. Sorry, Nick.
Can
UFC 300 this weekend. Dana White.
We're doing picks.
Yeah, fuck, I'm down to do picks. Dana White raised the UFC bonuses for this Friday or Saturday. So usually, if you don't watch UFC, fighters, if you have a submission of the night, a KO of the night, or just fight of the night, Dana White will give you a $50,000 bonus, which you can cash out that weekend. It'll give you $50K. For UFC 300, UFC in increments of 100, they try to like blow out these cards, make them huge. This card is actually, it is phenomenal. From prelims, early prelims, to freaking the main card. It's a phenomenal card stacked. So what he did is, instead of $50,000 bonus, he made it $300,000. UFC fighters are notoriously underpaid. That is such a ginormous payday for those
cash,
guys.
homie.
That is normally like the payday of a champ before pay-per-view points. Like that's huge for UFC fighters. It's gonna be a blowout card because these guys are gonna be trying to kill each other for that 300K. Time to do the picks, Spinny. I'm pulling up my computer. This one's so big we could do early prelims, but if you don't want to, we'll speed do it. Bobby Green, Jim Miller.
Speed round.
What?
Bobby Green versus Jim Miller.
Jim Miller.
Bobby Green. Jessica Andrade versus my thing. Just
Andrade.
Okay. And then Jalen Turner versus. Why is it not loading the prelims? I forgot who he's fighting. It's someone really good too. God damn it. Fuck it. We'll skip it. I got Jalen Turner anyway. Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. Give me Kayla Harrison.
Yeah, for sure. Holly Holm's washed.
Calvin Kattar versus Aljamain Sterling.
Aljo
for sure. Former champion. No disrespect to
Qatar's pretty good,
Boston
but
Mafia.
All disrespect.
Yuri, former champ on the preliminary card. Watching his belt get fought.
Two former champs on the preliminary.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Versus Rakic.
Give me Yuri. Actually,
give me Rakic.
Yeah, give me Rakic.
Take a Rakic. I just think he's more well-rounded.
He's up and coming.
Hanato Moicano was the early prelim fight today for Jalen Turner.
Yeah. You didn't do Figgy and Garbrandt.
Yeah, the early prelims just like blacked out on me for some reason.
It's okay, Figgy or Garbrandt. I'm taking Figgy.
Figgy.
Yeah.
No disrespect.
Bobby Green, Jim Miller. I'm taking Jim Miller.
Bobby Green.
Andrade or Mariano Rodriguez. Andrade. And then Jalen Turner and Renato Moicano.
Jalen Turner, yeah. Sadiq Yusuf versus Diego Lopez.
Give me Diego Lopez.
Yeah, I think I'm taking Diego Lopez for sure.
Mhm.
Actually, I'm really curious what the odds are for that one. Yeah, I take a Rakic over. And Aljo, again, all due respect to Calvin Kattar, probably going to get smashed by Aljo.
Yeah, he's probably going to get worked.
Aljo's a freaking former champion.
He's
bro.
a monster.
All right, now shit gets crazy. First and foremost, shout out to Cody Brundage.
Shout out, Cody.
Largest underdog on this card. If you guys would like to make a bet, you should train right here in Michigan and Brighton for SFS. Shout out to Legis Gym, though. He's fighting Bo Nickel, who's like the prodigy and one of the prodigies in UFC coming up.
Yeah, I'm going Bo Nickel, man.
Love you, Cody.
Love you, Cody, but Bo, he's just going to wrestle.
Fuck, give me Cody.
All right.
Just for the fuck of it. Charles Oliveira.
Yeah.
Versus Arman.
I want to go Dubronx so bad. But Arman's a killer, dude.
Yeah, I'm going Arman.
Yeah. I can't. Yeah. Got to.
Absolutely. There's that thing, too. Once guys get over like 34,
Mhm.
I think Charles
They
Oliveira's
fall
like
off a
right
cliff.
there. Yeah. Justin Gaethje versus Max Holloway. I'm inherently biased in this one.
Yeah, give me Max.
Holloway. Wei Lee versus Wei Lee 2.0.
Red on red, baby. Let's go. Oh, give me Whaley, dude. She's a fucking savage.
Which one?
Dude, give me the OG Whaley.
When you and your friends pick the same fighter. All right, let me chill.
Wait, which one am I rooting for?
All right, let me stop.
Relax.
Main event, Jamal Hill versus Alex Pereira.
Listen, Jamal, I love you, brother. I love you, Jamal Hill, but you might get knocked out. Like, Potan he's different. Give me Potan.
Yeah, bro, I took Jamal Hill earlier in the day. I think he's got that awkward style. But my man, hands of stone.
He's different,
hands
bro.
of stone. He's a counter striker. It's like one slip up from Jamal, it could be over. However, Jamal out-grappled his grappling coach.
He did.
Glover Teixeira. So if maybe he gets him down, maybe he could do something there. But I don't think he wants to get him down. They're going to be duking it out. Give me Jamal Hill because I texted him, said I bet it on him today. So, but I got Alex Pereira.
Slight.
Nice.
Nice, Spencer. Plus 114, Jamal Hill. Do you like that value?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
But he's not going to win.
Yeah, I do.
I think
I don't mind it.
Eazy just took him to win.
I know, but he's not going to win.
What's Max Holloway? I know he's got to be plus money.
Alex Pereira's minus 140. I have not seen Holloway's plus 134. Yeah, can you guys give out like a best bet for people that like to gamble, specifically the guy in the sound booth?
What's
Best bet.
What's Aljamain Sterling at right now?
Best bet, give me Wei Li by knockout.
Ooh, that's not best bet.
Zhang Wei Li by knockout.
I want to best bet that.
I'm saying you're absolute lock here, fellas, because
Aljamain Sterling.
Give me a reason.
Or Bo Nickel by submission.
Give me a reason to watch this thing.
Bo
or TKO.
He's a lock, but you're not gonna get good odds on it.
Bo Nickel is
Aljo?
minus 2,200.
Yeah.
Let's stay away from that. Bo Nickel.
What's Aljo?
What's Aljo? Yeah.
He's probably minus 22, but probably like 200.
What's Aljo by submission?
I'm guessing just straight up 120 or 220.
Can't find it.
Oh, it's Aljamain. Sorry.
Aljamain what?
Aljamain Sterling
versus Calvin Kattar. K-A-T-T. I'll pull it up on mine too, actually.
All right, Aljamain Sterling by submission. We're talking.
Yeah.
Or just straight up.
Straight up, he's minus 172.
Wow, that's my best bet.
That's a good
I'm all over that.
What is he by submission?
Can't find it.
Method of victory for Aljamain Sterling. Oh my God, I keep forgetting. He's
Plus 480.
Plus 480.
Is he like really good?
I like that.
I would sprinkle some money on that.
Yeah.
I would sprinkle some money on that for sure. Yeah, he's a freak.
You heard it here first, fellas. The heavyweights giving you a little sprinkle.
What's Figgy by knockout before we leave? What's Figgy by Davison Figueiredo?
That's gonna be tough to find for him. I don't know if they have method of victory for.
Because if he's by knockout, I would take that too. I don't like Cody.
Davison Figueiredo by knockout.
Yeah.
By knockout is plus 175.
Okay.
So they think it's gonna happen too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a quick parlay real quick.
I would do Figgy by knockout and Aljo by submission. I think those are two, like plus monies. Those will both hit. I think.
Best bets out of me: Jalen Turner, Aljo, and Diego Lopez, and I'd be cool parlaying that.
All right, well, that'll do it for us today. Big weekend coming up. UFC 300 is going to be lit. Appreciate you all tapping in. For Eazy, for Nick, for Chris, I'm Spencer with the heavyweights. We'll catch you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Peace.
Detroit Tigers, 7:45 start time.